What you playing? A big man.
Yeah,
That's all he is.
six 6'10".
16.
Knockdown. Come on, bro. That's not my damn assist.
Bro think he good. Can niggas hear me?
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. Okay, we is live. Welcome back to the Highlight Podcast. I'm one third of the Gizane Outcast Rail. Got my dogs with me, my brothers, Threezy from the HVZ,
You're
Paz Man with the Gas Man. And yeah, we live. So for whoever tuning in, I see we got one watching. I don't know who tuned in or not, but I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get some more up in here. But yeah, man, we finna go ahead and talk some football, NBA, little rap here and there. Start off the year. You know, we got plenty to talk about, but we can go ahead and start off with this NFL shit. The Seahawks, Patriots, Super Bowl 60 rematch. Last time we seen these two teams play, had an epic game. Um, wasn't that much of offensive showing, but it had some big time plays on special teams and things like that. But
Yeah, my bad.
as we all remember, you know, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you don't give it to Marshawn Lynch and you throw it into the end zone, it ricochets, and then it goes for an interception from Malcolm Butler. Patriots win that Super Bowl. I think that was like Tom Brady's sixth ring, fifth ring, sixth ring, something like that. Julian Edelman, he balled out in that game. Danny Amendola, shoot, had some good performances in that game. But yeah, now we here, 2026, with the new rendition of the Seahawks and the Patriots. Again, you got a possible MVP with Drake May. Personally, I think Matthew Stafford might get it, but I mean, Drake May is a notable name for that award. If he were to get it, I wouldn't, be upset at that. But you got a young Drake May, second year quarterback out of one of the more historical drafts that we've seen. What is it, 2024 or whatever? So yeah, we got him. Got Mike Vrabel, first year, leads the team to a Super Bowl. We know how good of a coach, good of a player he was, even for the Patriots winning the championship. Shoot, I think he got like 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots. So, you know, you got that whole new core going on. Then you got the Seahawks with Mike McDonald. Uh, used to be, I think, a quarterback coach with the Seattle Seahawks, 12 years, something like that. So, been to 2 Super Bowls, won the Super Bowl. Uh, was somebody that was in Russell Wilson's ear. So, you know, with the ascension that Russell Wilson had as a quarterback, you can kind of charge that to Mike McDonald. So he was very much part of that franchise, especially in their glory days. You got him at the helm as the head coach. You got Sam Darnold, who we seen, even though he was like the first pick in the draft, I believe, or was that Baker? I think Sam probably was third. No, no, I don't think that was the Baker Mayfield draft. I get them confused sometimes, but I know it was a draft with Josh Allen. No, Josh Allen. It was Josh Rosen who I'm thinking about, but it had Lamar Jackson. Um, uh, who's the other quarterback? Hell of a quarterback. I don't know. Good quarterback class, and he is the first to make it to a Super Bowl. So I think Josh Allen might be in that draft class with Lamar and them. But yeah, man. Sam Darnold, we seen him play for the Jets. You know, had a you know I hate to say horrendous career because what quarterback
You
for the
can say
Jets
it.
hasn't
You can
had,
say it. You can say it.
but it's like what quarterback hasn't had a horrendous career. So it's like now that we seen what he's looking like now, you really can't
They
fault him
s-
for having that bad of a
they
uh
sent that
college
man. They
career.
sent that man to North Carolina to die.
Yeah, but how much dead was he? They really didn't. They sent him to be rebirthed. because how much dead can you be with the Jets?
Right.
So I mean, that's all I was saying with that. But regardless of the fact he got benched or whatever, or he played the bench role with the Panthers. I mean, he started a good couple games and got some good wins, but he was in a room with Baker Mayfield. Some days he'll start, some days he won, and then went to San Francisco. Was a backup to Brock Purdy, and you know played in that Kyle Shanahan offense and stuff like that. I think those were the only two teams that he played for before going to Minnesota and then starting again, winning 12 games. Uh, had a bad 2 games. It was a meltdown in the sorts, but you know, he was able to get a contract, with the Seahawks. A lot of incentives that he completed this year, getting to the Super Bowl, being I think Pro Bowler or at least Pro Bowl level, big time numbers and stuff like that. So I think he made about 5 million in incentives of the season that he had. And you definitely gotta give kudos to him into the Super Bowl, being one of the fifth most important pieces offensively and defensively. It's some games where he wasn't like extremely, proficient. Even the turnovers were there here and there, but you know, just the fact that he was able to lead this team as a quarterback to the Super Bowl, having some great performances, especially against the Rams in the last two matchups, able to chalk up some wins. The one in the regular season where they were able to get home field advantage and it paid dividends, playing against them in the playoffs and
That made
having it
it
down to the
that
wire
that was
game.
very good. That was very good for them to do that.
Yeah, because well, really they beat San Francisco to get the number one seed, but they still had a big time win against the Rams. So yeah, I give kudos to them. The run game now, Zach Charbonnet, he's out for the year. So, you know, Kenneth Walker the third has been producing at a high level. So you gotta hope that he still has that in him for this big game, get 2 weeks of rest. So I'm pretty sure he's up ready to go,
Who he played for?
especially
Who he
since
played for before them?
he's been there the whole career.
Whole career. Okay.
Yeah. He's been injured a lot though, so kind of
What college he went to?
anyway. Um I can't even remember.
Was it Georgia?
I don't think it was Georgia. I don't think it was Alabama. Fuck. I know it was a decent team, like the powerhouse. I damn near want to say Washington, but I don't think he went there.
Michigan
I
State.
could
Was
look
it Wake
real quick.
Forest?
Michigan State. Okay. I remember too.
Okay.
I seen a couple plays here and there. Yeah, hell, great program. But yeah, he's been producing at a high level, even as a receiving back. So, you put that together with all the receivers that they got. Rashid Shaheed, he's been a hell of a compliment for that team. He's been adding splash plays, whether as a
Super Cup.
receiver or a special team player. Um, JSN, I think, I don't know if it's official, but I think I seen him like front runner of offensive player of the year. So him having a spectacular year, and this is after letting go of DK Metcalf, who he was the JSN of that team for 4 years, putting up big time numbers and having big time performances. But I mean, I think it just says something that they felt comfortable trading him and letting JSN be that number one wide receiver, and he was able to produce at a level that DK Metcalf hasn't even did with the Seattle Seahawks. So, I think that was interesting. And then
To be
Cooper
fair,
Cup.
did he have was Sam Donald there with him
Nah, he had Russell Wilson and Geno Smith.
and Geno Smith? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I know it's Geno, but Geno was putting up some numbers. And then, they had weapons too. Tyler Lockett, he was the number two for a good amount of that
Yeah,
time before JSN.
Gino got a starting job playing with the Seahawks that season, didn't it? He put up some good numbers, like 21 touchdowns, something like that.
That they got a bag for playing with them niggas. Like
Yeah,
so, yeah. Like that goes back to Mike McDonald and what he's been doing for that team, just the offensive scheming and stuff like that. So, you know. But yeah, man. Like all in all, though, it's just it's funny to see both of these teams back in the Super Bowl. I think like right at the 10-year mark, maybe 11-year mark, something like that. But it's in recent memory, so you know, it's interesting to see who will be the winner of this. Again with the Patriots whole franchise, we can kind of talk about their controversy they got going on. But you know, Robert Kraft, him formulating another Super Bowl team in a sense, is pretty interesting to see for that franchise. Especially them not being too far removed from the Tom Brady, Bill Belichick era. And then you got the Seahawks. It's funny that Pete Carroll just got fired. That sucks, but they're not too far removed from the Pete Carroll era.
it'll
So
be funny. It'll be funny, and you can say I don't want to. It can be funny, but imagine that Bill Belichick ends up getting hired for the Raiders as their
I
head coach.
mean, that's probably just as worse as North Carolina.
Well, it takes a
I'm not
while.
sure
It
the
takes a while
Raiders.
to lay your seed in college. I mean, pause, but it takes a while to like get things running how he wants it. That should take probably like 3 years. He's been there what 2 years now. You've had 2 seasons with him, right?
Just one, just one. This
Just
good
one.
first
Okay.
year. So I mean, I don't know for real. Like I just feel like with the Raiders, they're so deconstructed. It's like you need like a young coach, like a very young coach, like roughly 34 or something like that. Like you gotta have some young sprite energy. Like I don't think like an old head could come through there and like change the culture immediately, like you would expect a Pete Carroll or maybe a Bill Belichick or something like that. Like I think they got so many issues and problems offensively, defensively. It's just they don't got the right culture right now. I mean, if a Jim Harbaugh was to go there, I mean, maybe he would have been something that's like feasible, but I think they just need to kind of like really experiment instead of like looking for like a sure name type shit. But I don't really know because I mean, shit, it's the fucking Raiders. Like you would think they do everything right and you still fall to shit. So, but
I
we'll
can't even
see.
say.
I mean,
I can't even say their time is coming.
well, they might possibly get Mendoza. So you get Mendoza, you get a couple offensive linemen to pair with Genty, who didn't have that bad of a year. He actually had a pretty solid year. You add all that together with some maybe a couple weapons here and there. You might be all right offensive wise. You can add some pieces around Max Crosby, and maybe you can be that third seed in the AFC West that you've been fiending for the last umpteenth years.
They're in the same division
Because
with
I'm
the
gonna be
Chiefs, ain't it?
honest, I think Denver is going to repeat, and then I think the Chargers are right behind them. So the Chiefs, depending on Patrick Mahomes, if Patrick Mahomes is back next year, they're going to be the third seed in the AFC West. So I mean, but at least you get a foundation with Mendoza and Genty.
So basically, you're saying Patrick's just gonna win his next couple of Super Bowls from the wild card. Basically,
I mean, no, I mean
he's
they
not gonna have the
construct that
best record
team.
every year, but he's still gonna win championships.
No, I mean he still definitely could be the best team in that division. If they reconstruct that team, add some firepower, star power, whatever,
That's
he
all it
can
takes.
for
That's all
sure.
it takes. That's all it takes.
Yeah. And then we still got to see
I'm
this
pretty sure they
situation
know that
with Bo
problem. That's why
Nix.
they ain't fired. That's why they ain't fired Andy Reid, and that's why he ain't walked separate ways yet.
Yeah. And then they got
Season been over long enough for Travis Kelsey to say he's retired. I give it before training camp starts. He'll let us know. Uh, yeah, I mean niggas ain't broke said nothing, so we can expect the,
well,
the gang to be back together next year. Uh,
They got Eric Benemity back, by the way.
I think
The
they
old
know what needs to
offensive.
be. I think they know what needs to be addressed. I think Patrick is very vocal about what he wants to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? I think he was very vocal this time. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time in a long time the Chiefs ain't been in the playoffs. So like, I'm pretty sure he's pretty vocal about what he wants.
They
It'll
were
get
due.
it'll get solved. They'll be right back
What's
in
the
the thick of
problem though?
things. Huh?
What's the problem though?
That explosive option. And maybe a more trustworthy, maybe a couple, maybe two or three more trustworthy defensive pieces. They'll be right back in the thick of things. They don't need to win the division. They just need to win more than 11 games. They don't need to win a division every year to be for him. He doesn't need that title anymore. He's had it for the last 7 years, 7, 8 years. It's all about the long shot. You know what I'm saying? And they're one or two offensive players away. Just one or two. Show up that offensive line and give him a two good wide receivers to throw to, bro. He's going to the championship over and over again. It's be the same thing. This is probably that gap year they need to get a lottery pick. This is like the Steph. This is like the 21 Steph Curry Warriors. When they went, they won. They only went like they got the first pick or whatever. They spent it on James Wiseman. You know what I'm saying? They fumbled it. You know what I'm saying? But this is an
Oh, I probably
opportunity.
should press that.
This is an opportunity
That's fine. My bad.
this is the opportunity they wouldn't have been given if they won 12 games this season. They wouldn't have got better. They wouldn't have got better. Like so, you can look at this as a blessing for them.
Yeah,
Right.
type shit. I
Right.
mean, they do.
So
So it's like it's nothing out the norm for any team that's had a championship run, a dynastic run. You can't win every year. So Tom Brady, he had a period where he didn't win what in 8 years, something like that. He got to the Super Bowl twice, and he lost both of those Super Bowls to a possible Hall of Famer. Should have been. He got snubbed, but we could talk about that another time. But yeah, like even Tom Brady had some years where they had drop offs. He had an ACL injury where Matt Castle had to come in. So it's been years where any championship franchise didn't win. The Steelers, they had a year where they went in 2027, and I mean 2007, and then next time they won was what 2009, 2010. So it's like it happens with everybody. So it's not like I feel like I just asked like what would be the problem because it's like this is not nothing out the norm. So it's like it could just be a down year. And I know you're saying you're looking for the offensive weapons or more explosion out that offense, which I would agree with. But I mean, they got the ingredients. Do they have the recipe? Again, you got Benemini. I can never say his name. Eric Benemini, the old offensive coordinator that they won 3 championships with. You got him back. So it's like if he can bring the recipe with that ingredients, and you can get a Patrick Mahomes, you know, he probably might take a little hit with the athleticism, but he's still Patrick Mahomes. He's still gonna be winging and dinging. So if you can just add the ingredients with the recipe, you got Big Red, the ultimate
how old
chef.
is he? How old is he? Like 29?
He probably freshly 30. Yeah, he probably like 28, 29. I don't think we older than. I mean, I think we older than him.
Yeah, I think we're definitely older than him. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I probably got a good 4 years on that boy. So he probably 28, 29.
yeah. So I mean, he gonna be pretty much the same Patrick Mahomes. Like, so I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Tyreek said he want to go home, and we know he ain't talking about Miami.
yeah,
So
but well, we
maybe that.
already know he might be he might still be that 200-mile runner.
What did
I
he
mean, not
broke his
200,
leg?
like a
Right, he
20
broke his leg or
mile.
tore his ACL. Which one was it?
I think he broke his ankle.
Okay, yeah, Patrick tore his ACL.
Yeah.
He went out. Oh my god, like that shit's crazy. Like he went out like a real superhero though. Like,
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate circumstances, but you know. I mean, this season was pretty much washed anyway, so I mean,
I
it's not
can't.
like he
I
got hurt in the
honestly,
playoffs.
I honestly can't even tell you who I thought my Super Bowl picks were. I mean, and not
Well,
if I'm gonna sit.
I'm a I was gonna be secretly biased and say us, obviously because we were coming off a championship. But I mean, outside of the biasness, I thought I thought the Packers were going to be the representative because of the Michael Parsons thing. Like I thought he was the missing piece that they needed to like get over the hump. So that was probably my NFC representative,
I probably
most
thought I
likely.
I probably would have thought the Bills.
Yeah, I thought the Bills were probably gonna do it. I mean, they were shaky throughout the year, so it was kind of like, eh. And then you had the Broncos. When the Broncos really took off, they started to become like the favorite. But I mean, preseason wise, uh, I don't know. I mean, I probably would have thought the Chiefs would have like got their shit together. To be honest, I thought I probably would have went with the Chiefs, Chiefs and Chiefs and Packers type shit. I'm not sure if that's what I was thinking at the beginning of the year. I probably was thinking Ravens too, but I
Although
probably
you
wasn't going. No, now that I think about it, I think I was kind of on the side of like since the Chiefs lost, that's kind of like a chink in the armor. So maybe somebody in the AFC could step up. So maybe I was thinking kind of Bills, Ravens type shit, but I definitely wasn't thinking Broncos or Patriots. So, whatever I was thinking is definitely not what the fuck was formulating throughout the season. I can tell you that.
next year gonna be a hell of a year, bro. Like,
Yeah, I
I think
mean,
more niggas will be hungry. Like,
yeah, I like to see speaking of the Ravens, them losing Harbaugh and then the offensive coordinator. I know we talked about, one of the solutions that the Ravens could have is a better offense, but with the offensive coordinator that they had, Monken, their offense has been, I guess you could say, elite. Yeah, it's been elite for the last 3 years that he's been there. Wasn't too elite this year, but you could say Lamar was hurt, so that had a lot to do with it. But we'll see how he look. He the new coach for the Browns, by the way, with Shador and them. And I don't think the Browns are going to draft a quarterback because this isn't a quarterback heavy draft coming up. So, I like to see what the Browns do. And now that you got the Steelers, changing their ways, getting Mike McCarthy, you know, who's to say that the Browns can't fuck around and, get some wins here and there? The Ravens, they don't have John Harbaugh, so
they gonna
there's a
try
lot
to.
of changes going on in the AFC North, so that's a little interesting scenario too.
I feel like they're gonna try to force his Super Bowl, his Hall of Fame inductee type thing, like Mike McCarthy, because they're gonna say he coached three. He didn't win a championship with three of the best franchises, but like he coached all three of them. If he wins one with the Steelers, I mean that's kind of a Hall of Fame worthy career. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you got to win though.
you got to win though. Like, I
Definitely got to
mean, but
win.
they're looking at the Steelers want the same success, hopefully, to get over the hump that the Cowboys had those two 12-win seasons. They want that. They want that part of Mike McCarthy. They want the Super Bowl winning with Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy. He got him back. He got him
Yeah.
resigned. Now I think the next move you do is go out and get Kyler Murray to back him up or
Well,
Malik Willis. You make it your business to go get those two quarterbacks to back up Aaron Rodgers and let him rusher them into the game. I know that's saying that's crazy with Kyler Murray, but he could use it. He could
did
use
he
it.
resign? Oh, Aaron Rodgers did resign, did he?
Huh?
You sure he
It's too
resigned,
it's too
Aaron
early
Rodgers?
in the season. It's too early in the off season.
Well, I would really consider it. I mean, if he resigned, but I don't think Cancun, and then in 5 years, can't. But I mean, if they give Malik Willis or Kyler Murray, I mean, I wouldn't be so mad at that because, you know, at least you get to add a different dimension with your quarterback, having a run game ability. I think that would serve well for the running backs that they got now. So I mean, and then they don't got too many weapons. So I mean, if you can pair up Kyler Murray in that offense with DK Metcalf and Jalen Warren, Kenneth Gainwell, you probably could do something with that. Kyler Murray could fuck around and have a spectacular year with the Steelers. So And
Rob, that's
then,
your squad. How
Mike
you feel about
McCarthy
that,
is our offensive
Rob?
coach. How do you feel about that?
So he got us on mute and everything, bro.
See, because of shit, hey, I ain't gotta say nothing, man. We live now, so shit. Man, it is what it is. I'm sure he'll get to explaining whenever. Probably when we're way done talking about football. But anywho, um, yeah, man, there's gonna be some interesting scenarios for next season. But just to get back to the main topic with the Super Bowl, um, I'll probably give a more solidified prediction next time. Hopefully we'll do some before the Super Bowl game. But if we don't, I'm honestly leaning towards the Seahawks. Like, I just think they have a little more of a complete team. I think the story of the Super Bowl is going to be Seattle's cornerbacks versus New England's wide receivers. Well, Stephon Diggs, Mac Hollins is back. Shout out to Mac Hollins, former Philadelphia Eagle. I fuck with him heavy. Keyshawn Booty, who's been, turning up in the
Pause.
last couple games, especially in the playoffs. Um, who else? Who am I forgetting? Um, Douglas. I know I'm forgetting somebody else, but yeah, that wide receiver corps. And then you got Seattle's cornerbacks with Witherspoon, who a lot of people are regarding him as a top 5 corner, and not mad at that at all. Then you got Tariq Woolen, who's been a pick machine since he's been in the league. Kind of could give up a play here and there and almost cost the game against the Rams with that penalty and all that. But that's discipline shit. You can always fix that. But yeah, I think Seattle's cornerbacks. Um, I'm forgetting somebody. But yeah, like I think that's gonna be the tail of the tape for real, for real. Is Drake May gonna be able to have his way against those cornerbacks, which isn't an easy feat. And then really the secondary in general, the young rookie Omari, he got a like African last name, but he's been the baller. Well, he came out of South Carolina. He always been pretty decent, electrifying player, but he's definitely been electrifying for this team. Then you got Julian Love, who's always been productive with the Seahawks, even with the Giants. So they got a hell of a secondary. It's not gonna be easy to just chuck the ball in the intermediate range or deep throws or anything like that. So it's gonna have to be a will imposing performance for Drake May if they're going to win the Super Bowl. Can't be afraid of that secondary. I mean, if it make you feel better, it's not like just the Legion of Boom, but I mean, they have some tendencies where they fuck around and get a pick and have a nice little turnover, and their defensive line has been very good all year. They probably don't have an all-pro defensive lineman, but Leonard Williams, he's been I believe Leonard Williams has been an all-pro at least a couple times, second team, maybe even first team, but he has some all-pro production. Then you got excuse me. Then you got DeMarcus Lawrence, him having a slight resurgence with the Seahawks. I kind of love his little story about him leaving Dallas, knowing that he wasn't gonna get a Super Bowl there. So, you know, that's a little interesting. But yeah, you got DeMarcus Lawrence, Byron Murphy. He's been solid all year. Um, I forgot who else. Linebackers. I like Ernest Jones. He's a hell of a playmaker, man. He's probably their top 5 best player on their defense, man. Getting picks habitually, double digit sacks some games and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not gonna be easy to throw the ball against that Seattle defense, even though we've seen Matthew Stafford do it a good amount of times. But I mean, does Drake May have a Puka Nakua and a Devontae Adams? I mean, I know you got Devontae Adams with Stephon Diggs, but does Drake May got a Puka? Is I don't I would say no, respectfully. But you know, The thing that Drake May does present is his run ability. There's been games even throughout the playoffs where he's been the leading rusher, or at least throughout the game, he'll lead in rushing before, Ramon J. Stevenson picks it up or Travion Henderson picks it up. So, I think that's an element that Seattle hasn't really seen like that. They seen it with Brock Purdy a little bit, but Brock Purdy, he ain't gonna run all game. He'll hit you with something here and there, but you know, Drake May will keep you more honest in the run game. So he does present that dual threat ability. But I think you could just need a little more than that because you know, that got him by against the Broncos. But again, Bo Nix wasn't playing. It was Jeff Stidham. So, you know, I don't know how much of that could be used in this game, of course, without the turnovers and all that shit. And Drake May has been turning the ball over a little less than my liking. I know it's some you can be like, okay, wide receiver fault or young quarterback mistake, but I also think that like some of them was egregious. So especially with the fumbles. So that's evidence. So I ain't trying to be funny or anything, but it's like if if that ball security ain't there, then you go open the can of worms fucking with that Seattle defense because they can get some yak yards off of turnovers. So yeah, like he's gonna have to be cautious. He's gonna have to be proficient. It's not impossible to gash up the Seattle defense because again, we've seen Matthew Stafford do it a little bit. Um, Not Brock Purdy though. Not Brock Purdy. That's really the only two teams we've seen them play. Um, we'll go through the regular season. I can't really even remember Seattle's losses like that. I can't think of the last team that really like had their way against Seattle. I know it's some teams out there. I can't think of none in recent memory. They did kind of tail off a little bit, but I think they're back on track as far as where they need to be. So I mean, like I said, I'm favoring the Seahawks. I think both teams will score over 21. So I'm thinking more so like 29 Seattle, 24 Patriots, maybe 27 Patriots. Maybe it could be that close, but yeah, I guess Seattle, man, they just well prepped. Um, I don't think they're missing too much from the run game with Charbonnet out. I think Kenneth Walker can be a dual threat running back. You got JSN, Cooper Cup, Rashid Shaheed, AJ Barner, if he could step up a little bit. They got some weapons. Defensively, they're stout. They got some fast twitch players on all three levels. So, you know, maybe the offensive line is a concern for Seattle.
Mhm.
Sometimes defenses do get to Sam Darnold, but I mean it hasn't been like heavily, so maybe that's not too much of a concern. But also the Patriots have been looking a little better defensively with Milton Williams back. Shout out to Milt Williams, second Super Bowl in a row. That's my dog right there. I kind of miss him in Philly, but I know that money was, what he was looking for. And, it's a hell of a feeling to get paid the most money that you could have got and go back to the Super Bowl the next following year. So shout out to Milt Williams, man. Hell of a player, man. Much respect.
W
That's my
player,
dog for sure.
man. W player.
Yeah. So I'm leaning towards Seahawks. I don't know how y'all feeling, but if y'all got any thoughts or any predictions,
I'm a lean Seahawks 24-17. Uh, I think it's gonna be like I think that 7 point gap is gonna pretty much be there the whole game. I think Patriots probably play catch up the whole game and just can't get that big play to get them over the hump. Uh, but I will say you never can doubt Stephon Diggs. You know what I'm saying? Like could show up, have 100 receiving yards. Well, who's gonna be like the second? Like who's gonna be the second behind that? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he has had rushing games where he's been the leading rusher. So I mean, I'm just
Rob,
gonna lean.
King in his motherfucking underwear on camera.
Oh who?
Get that boy out the camera.
Who? Okay.
Rob, stupid ass. No, I'm
Oh.
playing. I'm just saying this nigga King, blue draws. What's up, nigga? Just cooling it. Like this his crib. Like, well, he is in his crib, but whole
But
YouTube
yeah,
just seeing King. Goddamn,
yeah, I'm
damn
leaning
it.
Seahawks 24-17.
For sure, 24-17. That's cool.
Fucking whack ass Super Bowl halftime performance. Need to change that shit.
Yeah, now no. Because while you say that, I would like to tell chat that since you were being such a Drake glazer, you was hating on K Dot's performance in the halftime last year, and you was talking about when they announced Bad Bunny what 9 months ago, 8 months ago, you was like, oh, it's gonna be a better performance than Kendrick. Oh yeah, it's gonna be way better, yeah. And then I was asking you, oh, when you became a Bad Baby fan or whatever, you was like, oh yeah, yeah, bro, he all right, now you want to change your tune. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that.
I mean, it's fuck both of them. I mean, it's screw both of them. But I still think Bad Bunny's gonna be the better performer. I mean, you can both. I can say both of them. I can just say both.
Uh, okay, all right. Well, enjoy the performance. Fuck nigga.
I think the performance is gonna mean something on different levels. So you have that
Well,
factor of what's going on in the
we
country.
ain't gonna have to get into all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's gonna hit differently. And you could say K Dot shit meant something too that way. I mean, it was like it was like oppression for black people type shit. Like, so like it was both ways. So like, but I think this year's performance is gonna be a little bit more towards current events, and it's gonna be a spectacle to watch. That's the
Yeah.
only wow factor we're gonna get from it, not the music, because it's he's a Spanish artist.
Now I will say this: out of that spectrum, you know, I will say that that is noteworthy of watching because I would like to see how he represents, the Latino community, especially with all this bullshit going on in America. We ain't got to get too far to the politics, but I do just want to say real quick, two times real quick, fuck ICE, literally, and well, both ways, literally, fuck ICE the people, and then fuck this ICE that's been going on through damn near the whole country. But that's a whole nother motherfucking story. But definitely fuck ICE and all the bullshit that been going on in Minnesota. That's all I'm gonna say. I can give a fuck.
Yeah,
You know, YouTube. If I'm saying something that's egregious, I don't give a fuck. Fuck ICE, nigga.
fuck ice. Yeah,
Shit, going down, go down with a bang. But yeah, like I would like to see that. I would like to see that side though. Like, if ain't none of that goofy shit and stuff like that, I would just like to see the representation of the Latino community and then, um, see what type of guests and other performers that's gonna
we're gonna
be
see.
like
We're
coming.
gonna see how much the end racism NFL gonna put up with it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how much they're gonna. We're gonna see how far the water can get to the brim of the cup. Until they be like, all right, now, motherfucker. He ain't gonna invite nobody from the Super Bowl. Like I ain't trying to get too much into that, but he's not gonna invite nobody from the Super Bowl or NBA to the White House, bro. He already know how it is with that, like pretty much type shit. Like, hey, one more thing, we got the fucking Olympics coming to America. How that shit gonna look? What's ready to happen at the Super Bowl should be like an example of what is gonna happen on the grand stage, like in 2 more years, like a year and a half, basically. Oh shit, went out. Yo, yo.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Nigga, you on here.
You said what? Been here the whole time. I mean, for real, I was just waiting on you to finish on your Seahawk tape. Well, I mean, not Seahawk tape, but your Super Bowl tape.
Hello, boy.
Look,
So I don't think when he go, it take the whole recording with him. Man. Yeah, there he is. Is he back? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. My bad.
I forgot where I was with that.
Well, you should stay focused. I'll go, come back through. I just heard something about Super Bowl performances. That's the last thing I heard.
Yeah,
But yeah, that'll
yeah.
be interesting though. Just something on the slight side. I probably will tune into that. Um,
No, hold on. Do they announce? Do they announce the next venue of the Super Bowl at the Super Bowl or during the Super Bowl?
I think so. I think they probably already got it lined up.
I think yeah, it's like the same 6 5 cities every year. So it's like next one probably be Vegas. Probably I would imagine next one would be Vegas or somewhere in San Francisco. I just be trying to like once I see the colors, I can like that whole big controversy they got going on with the colors of the Super Bowl banner. So I be trying to see. Last year was blue and green, and the Eagles and Seahawks made it. I mean, the Eagles and Chiefs made it. It was red and green.
Oh, did you
Oh,
see the little? You seen the junk they had in the beginning of the season? Somebody reposted it and brought it back up. And in the beginning of the season they had like the little race for who will get to the Super Bowl. They had like the Super Bowl trophy in the sky, and then they had like all the players from all the teams like
uh,
heading towards that direction.
uh,
And then somebody pointed out that they had Sam Darnold and Drake May like the furthest in the front. Like if you really look, they was like the furthest in the front. So a nigga really could have been like, oh shit, Drake May,
that's the
Sam
script.
Darnold. Okay, they up in the league. Let me go ahead and put this little $20 parlay. Seahawks make it to the Super Bowl. Patriots make it to the Super Bowl. Shit, fuck it. And Lord behold, that motherfucker got some wizard.
Yeah, I don't think a script. I think the script was so man. I don't know, man. Like if we're going back and looking at the whole totality of the season, bro. Now that betting is more like implemented into get like sports now, bro. I think the shit is more like coming. And I ain't gonna like niggas might like I know a lot of niggas might have said this already. You know what I'm saying? But like I feel like it's gonna get like to the point where it's just gonna be straight entertainment value rather than true integrity of the game. Like shit, like to the point where Vegas is calling up teams to tell them to underperform. Or they're calling up teams to tell them, hey, there's certain players on a streak. We gotta watch this. You know what I'm saying? I think like the shit's gonna be so big where like DraftKings and all these institutions, bro, can turn into banks. Cause bro, like think about the niggas who hit and leave money on there to play with and take off. You know what I'm saying? Like you hit for 5,000, but you take four off and leave one on. That's a band that you got in the bank of DraftKings, in the bank of FanDuel. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a way. Like it's crazy. Like we don't get the script. Niggas get the script. I think the insiders get the script. You know what I'm saying? Niggas close to the players and reporters. Everybody's making money off this shit, bro. You're seeing like I don't mean to take it so far, but like the college players are getting in trouble now. Like they're starting to break down on college players, bro. It's gonna be a probe to come to the NBA. Niggas been doing this shit, bro. And I feel like the script is not like based on player progression. I think the shit is laid out in front of them before the season. Before the season starts, the shit is laid out in front of them, bro. Of like who is going to perform, who's going to be like, and you pay, you pay, you pretty much pay, like, or however it is, however it's fucking chosen. It's just that way, bro. I don't believe in the integrity of the sports. We're watching in basketball every day, bro. Watching that shit in basketball every day, niggas selling. How the fucking line at 25 and a half for somebody, and these niggas be scoring 24 points or 26 points? You telling me that's not a coincidence? Like, I'll be just paying attention to shit like that. Shit definitely gonna change, and I feel like the next season, like how that picture was like performing. That's why I got to see the color of that banner, bro. Because it's a big math thing to this shit. And three is gonna figure it out. This nigga got Giannis Antetokounmpo in your dreams, buddy. In your dreams. Y'all stay there? Somebody tell this nigga that Giannis is not going to the Knicks, bro.
Giannis is, but we're not gonna get on that topic yet.
Yeah, let's just finish up. Well, now that you're finally here,
Who
we
is that?
kind of talked about it. How you feel about, your Steelers and y'all new, direction that y'all going in?
First of all, I've been here. I've just been waiting, y'all.
Nigga,
Well,
we asked you, how did you feel about
Nigga, we asked you
The
and you ain't say
Pittsburgh
shit.
Steelers?
bro, my bad. Yeah, I had the joint turned down because King was talking. But I mean, shit, the way how we lost, bro, niggas just didn't have the offense for real, for real. So, I mean, we already knew it was time to just get rid of our offensive coordinator anyway, and just shake the shit up now. I mean, it's
I
kind
mean, you did a little more than that.
of, huh?
You did a little more than that.
I mean, we did, but it's been the same thing the whole time. Like, as far as like our main problem for the past, like, I don't even know how many seasons, to be honest with you, for at least like over 3 or 4, where at least like our offense hasn't been like there. I think it's almost been since like, I want to say even if ever since like Juju left for real. Besides like well no, I'm not even gonna say that. Well, since like Jew had probably like been left too. But other than that, I
Offense won't pretty then.
do start anyway. Tomlin had his run.
You ain't shit. I ain't never heard. This is one of the best coaches in y'all. I mean, y'all only had 3, but still, this is a historical head coach. Hasn't missed the playoffs or anything. You're just gonna, oh well, Tomlin had his run. That is disingenuous as fuck.
I mean, I guess just because I said Tomlin had his run, it's not like I'm discrediting
Nigga,
what
this is Mike Tomlin, nigga. He had his run, but that might be y'all only run for quite a while.
I mean, that's his run with the Steelers. I mean, he's probably going somewhere else too.
Yes, but as far
Nah,
as
he
the
going to get that
Steelers,
analyst
like,
money, baby.
I mean, individually for his career, I mean, I know he's gonna go probably somewhere else and not do the same shit that he did in Pittsburgh. He probably do win another championship or so. But we going I mean,
but do
other than
you think y'all go win another championship?
the same coach that's doing the same shit like every single year, us getting out of the first round or not even making the bitch, like
So is this change conducive to y'all possibly getting back on a championship run?
I mean, we just gotta see how it is with Mike McCarthy.
Okay, so great prediction.
I mean, you see, they trying to get up now. We mostly had, well, I'm not gonna say mostly had, but you see now they want to switch it up to a offensive minded like head coach. So
Right, right.
what they going like go forward with the defense that they still have? Well, I don't know. I think I gotta see. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey. I think he did sign like a 1 year or so. But I gotta see who he losing though. But I mean, mostly though, our same defense is still there though.
And y'all got a lot of young pieces that's go, have another year of experience.
So I mean,
So
Long as they got Watt on their defense, they'll be there.
really, bro, it's just fixing the issue that we've been having for the past, like I said, over five. Oh, I'll say over 5 years. Us not having a good or I'm not even saying like good offense.
Yes, because I wonder why you keep saying it, because your offense was not that good 5 years ago.
I mean, because I want to say over. I want to say over. I want to just find a word that's better than good, basically.
Consistent. Y'all were consistent.
Well, okay, yeah, I like that. We haven't had a consistent offense for the past like 5 years or over 5 years.
do you
Would you
think
say
it's
that's
more
because
so
we're
because of the quarterback?
quarterback?
I mean, yeah, more so because of the. I mean, we just found like a quarterback that was actually better than the last few that we even had, as far as like Mason Rudolph, fucking Russell Wilson, and fucking Justin Fields.
Don't forget Super Bowl winner Kenny Pickett.
Oh my god, fuck that nigga. I don't even mention that nigga.
But he got a ring. But yeah, I mean, it's just interesting to me. I mean, like, just getting rid of Mike Tomlin, I don't think it's something you could just be like, oh man, that was a good run. Like, I think even culture wise, that's like going to be a culture shock for
That's
that
like the Eagles.
franchise.
That's like the Eagles and Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, yes. So, you know, now we did win two Super Bowls without Andy Reid, and we didn't win one with Andy Reid. So I mean, again, y'all could fuck around and maybe do some shit with Mike McCarthy, who has Super Bowl pedigree. So who's to say that things might not go? I mean, you know, might go good for y'all, great for y'all, type shit in that division. That whole division is shaky. Again, John Harbaugh is with the New York Giants, and then uh, Savansky, however you want to look at it, is gone. So there's a change there. So, there's like three head coaches out of that division. You still got the Bengals who,
Browns
are a
Browns might
healthy.
fuck around. The Bengals don't tighten up. The Browns might. Now, as long as Lamar is there in Baltimore, I feel like he got they got I think they got the seed locked up. They got the best seed locked up next year for y'all division. Fuck around. The Browns. I was gonna say fuck around. The Browns might be third best team in that division next year. The Steelers might be last. This might be a gap year for y'all,
Hey,
baby.
that's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it interesting.
Y'all might be playing for a lottery pick, baby. I mean, and it ain't that bad thing because the next draft class, that's gonna be the draft class Arch come out, right?
No, not next year. Well, this you talking about this year or
No, not this season, next season.
yeah, next season? He'll be a
Yeah, yeah,
senior.
yeah. So y'all could be in the Arch Manning sweepstakes. So
Yeah.
like,
Man,
hey,
we don't know what's gonna happen for real. Yeah, we just gotta see what we even do this all season. I mean, really, the major signing right now. Well, not major signing, but the first thing that we had to do was solve our head coach problem.
read the room, buddy. Read the room.
I mean, I guess, but
You just got a rookie Pro Bowler in your division. You ever thought about that? You got to play him 2 times a year now.
good point.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
He told me about my AP. Perfect timing.
Like y'all got to play him 2 times a year now. Y'all got to
Every
play
next
a healthy Joe
corner,
Burrow
I'm
and a
shining.
healthy Lamar 2 times a year, buddy. Y'all in the fourth seat. Y'all in the back seat.
My nigga, you know how many times we came close to even like taking over the division, even with,
No, bro. No, bro. The Steelers for the last decade have been
and then we
either the winner of the
Aaron,
division or in the
Aaron
playoffs, bro.
talking about.
Huh?
I said, and we still might even have Aaron Rodgers.
That shit don't get y'all over the hump, nigga. You happy to win 9 games?
I mean, for real, if we had like the decent receivers that we needed, I think we would have been pretty much better for real, for real.
Why be competitive when you want to get better? Why not just be sorry?
Now, I
What do you,
would like to say this real quick. If they do re-sign Aaron Rodgers, you do get to pair him up with the
If they
head coach that he
resigning
won the Super Bowl with.
if they resign Aaron Rodgers, that's a factor that they're trying to compete.
Yeah. And
You
once
don't sign
again,
Aaron Rodgers and try to rebuild.
who's? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna rebuild.
Yeah, I'm saying so. If y'all resign him, that's telling him that we want one more year out of you, Aaron.
I mean, of course, he even said it. They might even do it.
so if that's the case, Rob, how you feel about y'all chances of doing anything?
Oh my God, you gotta look at the temperament of your division and the
And
conference.
just up in the air for real, for real.
Oh my God, let's move on. God,
Yeah, because he
Jesus.
is not a passionate Steelers
He
fan,
is a
bro.
motherfucking slip and slider on this ice. God
He
damn.
Yes, he is. He's just like the Ice, bro. You're Ice Man. We waiting on your album.
Anyway, yeah, y'all can move on if y'all want to.
You so damn.
Iceman
How
episode 5. God damn. Oh shit. Okay. Well, I mean, that's probably really. I know it's some other things we could talk about as far as the NFL. I'm not too enthusiastic about this Pro Bowl coming up. I could really care less. I mean, even some of the names. I mean, Joe Flacco is going to be in the Pro Bowl, so I mean,
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that shit. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it ain't even. But shout out to
Shout
Jalen
out to
Hurts.
my
He made it.
boy. Shout out to my boy Shador, man. Shout out to my boy Shador, man.
Me
Shout,
personally, I think Cam Ward should have made it over him. Hell, I say Aaron Rodgers should have made it over Shador, but that's not because of the play. It's because of the lack of play. That's why I said that.
that shit is worse. That shit is worse than the All Star game in the NBA. Niggas don't want to play that shit. Like
I'm here.
The flag football game,
they should
the
just have like
precision
a
game,
all. They should just make a. Don't they do that anyway? Like what's the NFL's version of all NBA teams?
all pro.
All pro. Okay, yeah. I thought they should just fucking name who the top 100 players of the season is and just going about a business if nobody wants to do nothing.
True.
Like for real. Like the shit. If you can't get because niggas don't want. I would say a reason they don't want to do the Pro Bowl contact is because of physicality and want players to get hurt. I would say that's a reason. So if that's not a reason and players don't care, why not just play like two hand touch or like five or what's the joke we used to play with? You have to hold a nigga for 5 seconds or play that like flag football is okay, but it ain't gonna garner the viewership like how you broadcasting it, especially if the top players are not playing. You should have the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl, during like the summer or some shit, like to give niggas something to look at, like or it's like something like right in the middle, cause like niggas ain't trying to play in that shit, and like niggas for real, when that clock strikes zero, and I heard niggas say this in podcasts, when that clock strikes zero for the season that's over, you ain't make the playoffs. Like niggas, that's their leisure time. They view that as their leisure time amongst pro athletes, I'm guessing. So niggas already like be hassled to not do shit. That's like when the All Star game come around. Like niggas, you would think everybody would want to go to Vegas to see the All Star game. No, some niggas actually want to go home to their family. Some niggas actually like want to go shopping, other places. So I don't know, bro. These all-star curricular activities, bro. We talking about fucking Jackson Hayes in a slam dunk competition because he did one fucking in between the leg dunk and he's in a slam dunk competition. Come on, bro. Ja and Zion said he was gonna do it last year. Like shit is just whack, bro. Fuck the Pro Bowl, bro.
Well, I'm glad you got that off your chest. Um, as far as all pro selections, I mean, I'm pretty much the same. I mean, because it's voter based type shit. I mean, it's not to say that the guys who made the team aren't deserving, but I mean, shout out to them, man. I don't want to disregard it too much. I mean, I'll pull up the list real quick because I don't want to, slight anybody. I know one of the more obvious players, Will Anderson, for sure, first team, man, off what he did this year. I think he solidified that case, even though the voting was over with before all that. But that game against
I tell you, the best players come from Alabama, boy. The best defensive players.
yeah, that game against the Patriots, man, I'm talking about that was special.
That was special.
Two forced fumbles, got I think he had 3 sacks total, or at
Would it be
least a half a
crazy to
sack.
say? Would it be crazy to say you seen that shit in him in Alabama?
Yeah, he was always regarded. It was always him and Jalen Carter as being like regarded as the best defensive players. But yeah, Will Anderson, he been that
Yeah,
all his time in
yeah,
Alabama.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
just he had to go against the dynastic Georgia Bulldogs. So I think that's what people was kind of like questioning it. But I think with him and Jalen Carter, they were like the defensive lineman version of Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson type
You
shit.
think they would have beat that squad had that team been in the era?
You said what now?
You think Georgia could have beat that squad if they were in the era?
Oh, LSU?
Yeah.
Oh, nah. You got Stephon Bennett versus Joe Burrow. I don't think he'll offensively match up. They have some dogs too, though.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who on that Georgia team. Damn, who the fuck was on that Georgia team? Who the
Who's
wide
the
receiver?
quarterback? One of the quarterbacks, Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, Stephon Bennett. I remember him. He had a crazy late year run. And I'll go back and look at that shit another time. It was the ENT boy. The young ENT was there as running back though. I don't think Pickens got a championship. He might. I don't think
Pickens? What college what college Pickens went
he
to?
went to Georgia.
He went to Georgia. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm casual as a fuck.
Lad McConley. I think he. Uh, I can't remember, bro. That was good a minute, man. Brain cells fried. But let me pull up this list. Let me see, man, if I can find it. Okay, so I see some notable names. Matthew Stafford, of course. I mean, yeah, he's penciled in as MVP for me. I think it's kind of like a, I think it's like a you know a slight first place win. If we compare it to a horse race, I think Drake May is the second close, and then probably third. Ah, I'm not sure who I would put third, honestly.
Christian McCaffrey.
Nah, maybe I want to say Bo, but I think the defense kind of like alleviate some of his mistakes. But I mean, Bo had some spectacular games too.
Well,
So,
fuck. Why don't you put Sam Darnold? He threw 40 touchdowns. Is right.
oh shit, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Yeah, 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 yeah. Josh Allen. Yeah.
Even though it wasn't like the like MVP year, but he still was like pretty prolific in certain moments.
If he was going to the
Um,
Super Bowl right now, when is the Super Bowl? When is the MVP announced? Right before the Super Bowl?
I'm not sure. Probably so. They didn't even say the defensive player of the year, so it's probably after. All right, let's see. So Matthew Stafford's first team quarterback, Rashad Robinson's first team running back. I think that's solid. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, if he could have finished out how he started, he probably would have won it. But Bijan had a crazy late run, so I ain't mad at that. Kyle Juszczyk for San Francisco, first team fullback. Puka, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and Jamar Chase, first team wide receivers. I ain't got no argument with that. All purpose, Christian McCaffrey, tight end, Trey McBride. Shout out to Trey McBride, by the way, who had possibly the most historical. I mean, it was definitely a historical year for tight ends. He got the most receptions. So shout out to Trey McBride for that. I know some other years with tight ends where you probably could say, oh, this was prolific because they probably did some in the playoffs or probably had like, some more meaningful games. The Cardinals didn't have too many meaningful games, but they had some games where they was looking good. So I mean, shout out to Trey McBride, man. Historical record in receptions for tight ends all time. So let's not gloss over that. Um, Left tackle, Garrett Bowles for Denver. Left guard, Joe Thuney for the Bears. Shout out to him, helping protect Caleb Williams and changing that team around. Uh, Quinn Meanzer, I don't know how to pronounce his name, for Denver. Penel Sewell for Detroit. Ed rushers, Miles Garrett, Will Anderson, Michael Parsons. I have no argument there. Interior linemen, Jeffrey Simmons, Zach Allen, no argument there. Linebackers, Jack Campbell, Jordan Brooks. Man, Jack Campbell, I guess. I got to see his numbers. I'm not really sure, but I know Jordan Brooks was going crazy for the Dolphins. I'm talking habitually double digit tackles damn near every game. He was going crazy. First team cornerbacks, Derek Stingley and Quinyon Mitchell.
Okay, okay, okay.
Slot cornerback, first team. Cooper DeJean. Safeties, Kyle Hamilton, Kevin Byard. Then you got the kickers,
Bayard for Houston, right?
for Chicago.
Chicago. Okay.
And then second team, you got Drake May at quarterback. Running back, you got James Cook. Fullback, you got Patrick Richard for Baltimore. Wide receivers, you got George Pickens, Amon St. Brown, Chris Olave. Chris Olave. I mean, he did had a late surge. Is that questionable?
That's questionable.
I mean, what other wide receivers are we putting up against Chris Olave? I would say his
Oh,
division counterpart Drake London, but he missed a lot of
we can put the
games.
boy Buccaneers.
Except for the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Can't even talk about Mike Evans.
Yeah. He missed a lot of time,
He
didn't
was
he?
hurt.
He was hurt. Yeah. Fuck.
Uh,
Who else, man?
I ain't gonna say Justin Jefferson because he had that great of a year. Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure I could name, bro. Let me see, bro. Let me
I mean,
see.
Corley Sutton, I'm pretty sure he had like damn near 1,500
I was
yards.
just ready to say Corliss. That's crazy.
I mean, dang, I meant to say Chris Olave, but I was thinking Cortland Sutton as a possible candidate. But I don't think Cortland Sutton. I think he had like barely 1,000 yards, so it's probably like a 400 yard
what
difference in
about the
that.
boy from Wendell Robinson?
I mean, yeah, but they nah, he won't that prolific. I'm
He
not sure what
overachieved.
Chris Olave's numbers is, but I'm pretty sure it's like it got to be like 1,300 at least, and that's why I'm missing games. And get well soon, Chris Olave. He is dealing with a significant diagnosis. I'm not sure what it is officially, but I know he is dealing with something. So get well soon. Praise to you, my brother. And yeah, I mean, is Zay Flowers is nah. Zay Flowers did have a ball a year, but I'm not sure. I, I mean, we can get to that. Nico Collins. Nico Collins. I didn't see Nico Collins.
Yeah, okay. Nico Collins.
Ah, Nico Collins' numbers might not have been that good, I guess. Shit. I mean, you can go down the list. I mean, this could be an all season discussion for real, for real. But just raw thoughts. I think Nico Collins probably could have got that slot. But, I mean, and then hell, even CD Lamb could have probably made it. But maybe they didn't want to go Dallas, Dallas. But I mean, and regardless, Chris Olave did have a great year with two quarterbacks, by the way. So,
Chuck and dude.
hmm so tight end, Kyle Pitts, left tackle Trent Williams, left guard Quentin Nelson, center Aaron Brewer for the Miami Dolphins, right guard Chris Lindstorm for Atlanta, right tackle Darnell Wright for Chicago Bears, defense Leonard Williams, Cameron Hayward, linebacker Devin Lloyd for Jacksonville, Ernest Jones for Seattle, cornerback Patrick Surtain, Devin Witherspoon, slot cornerback Derwin James. I thought he was playing safety for the most part, but I mean, I guess. Then you got Jesse Bates the third for the Falcons. Um, so I can never say his name. Who Fanga for Denver. I forgot how to say his first name.
Uh,
Tulalongo. I don't know. But yeah, bro from Denver, the safety. Then Xavier McKinney for Green Bay. Then place kicker Brandon Aubrey. And I'll stop there. Well, shout out to Marcus Jones for the New England Patriots. I seen something during the game. I think it was against the Houston game or something, or maybe it was the game prior. Um, who did they play the first round in the wild card? Patriots. Fuck, I can't remember. I cannot remember.
Chargers?
What was it? Chargers?
Was it the Chargers?
It might have been. Fuck, I wish I could remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I did remember I see a stat with Marcus Jones. He had like the most yards off a kick return, a punt return, like average. Uh I don't want to say number one all time because of course, this is a league that had Devin Hester in it. So I would think that he's leading in all that shit. But I mean, it was some prolific thing I seen where he was leading in like yards for kickoff returns and punt returns. And this is the slot cornerback, by the way. So for him to be able to be that productive, and I did see him have some games where he'll have a big return and set up Drake May in that offense for a friendly field. So, you know, shout out to bro. He definitely is a baller. I fuck with him. And he's been doing that for quite a while with the Patriots. So it's good to see that he's in a winning position to continue to make plays. But yeah, I mean, I ain't got too many disagreements right now with all pro first team and second team. I mean, it's deserving players, so I can't really knock it. There ain't too much controversy in that. Again, Matthew Stafford, Drake May, can't be mad at the quarterbacks. Um, again, the Chris Olave discussion we can revisit. I'll do a little more in depth looking, I guess, because I ain't really paid too much attention to the Saints. I ain't gonna hold you, but you know, for as the not Titans, the Texans offense has been throughout the year. Nico Collins was still putting up some good numbers. Could have been a little better, but he was still having some all pro games. I mean, that's another discussion for another day. But yeah, that's it for NFL. We can go ahead and move on to NBA. Any final remarks or we good?
I'm good.
For sure, for sure. I'm gonna start doing some draft studying. I gotta see what kind of prospects that's coming up because we need to draft real good. Got a nice little salary cap boost coming up in the off season, so everybody gonna have a little nice cushion to sign some players or make some lovely contract extensions to keep players and all that. So we'll have some all season discussions for the NFL. And again, if we can get something going before the Super Bowl game, then we can kind of go back around with Super Bowl predictions and shit like that. Maybe have some little parlay plays or something like that. But you know, we can say that for another time next week or whatever. And yeah, get to this NBA talk. I don't know where y'all want to start. If there's anything prolific, I kind of got something in mind because I think there's something nice brewing up in the Eastern Conference. But if y'all got something y'all want to go with, you know, we can go off with whatever y'all got. Hello? Anyone here? Is it just me?
No, I'm here.
Yeah, because I read say we live, man. So all this, stalling and stuff. I'm
Nah,
pretty
he
sure ain't nobody watching, but still, if somebody was to pop up, I wouldn't just want it to be.
nah Davon. I think he lagged out or something.
I'm right here, bro.
Uh,
Well, do y'all got anything? Shit.
I mean, as far as NFL, nah.
Nah, NBA. We're going to NBA.
Hmm. I mean, what you want to start with?
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. We took all this time off. Niggas ain't got nothing.
I mean, yeah, so we took a lot of time off, and I mean, I ain't gonna say a lot has happened, but I mean, it's quite a
A
few
lot
things.
has happened, so I would think that y'all had a lot to talk about. But I would just go ahead and start off. So one conversation that we had in the past, not too long ago, is the Detroit Pistons and their ability to retain the first seed that they've been having all year. And you were arguing that the Knicks would be the ones to dethrone them. So I would like to see your temperament as far as that because Detroit has dropped some games, and I do believe that the New York Knicks, amongst some inconsistencies through Cat and
It's the same shit.
even Jalen Brunson
That's
coming
why.
back from injury, y'all all are on a 5 game winning streak. Y'all have won some games here and there. So are you still kind of like on that Detroit go lose the number 1 seed at some point, y'all go catch them, or
I mean, really
how you feeling now?
about having that number one seed, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's the same shit every year, bro, and everybody goes through it. Just like y'all. I mean, I'm not throwing shade to OKC. I'm just saying y'all even have y'all little slump where y'all, losing to like teams that y'all not supposed to. But I mean, it's all right because y'all know y'all still a championship team though. But I mean, it's the same shit that happen every year, bro. We just had a little slump that we had got in. Now it's just time to actually stay consistent. Hopefully, after the break, we can gain that consistency. But it's gonna get tougher after All-Star break. I'll say that.
So let me ask you this. Do you feel this current team with the New York Knicks is a championship caliber team?
I mean, yeah, I do.
Would you rather have this team or would you rather have a team with Giannis while losing some star quality players?
I mean, yeah, I would. I would still lose on Giannis. I mean, I would still want to get Giannis back. I mean, get Giannis though in the trade and lose like what? Probably, I probably would go ahead and lose at least Cat and Mikael, especially if we can get Drew too though. Like we're gonna have to have something else to come off of that if we give up Mikael. That's the only reason why they would try to even like have like Portland in that trade talk.
Yeah. I mean,
They on a 5 game win streak.
I'm just trying to figure out like the temperament of them because it's like, is it a win-win right now? Like, are they so golden? Because I know they are on the 5 game win streak. I ain't caught
This
too
one
much.
now, regardless whether we get Giannis or not.
All right, because I still think Detroit has been holding it down for the most part. They
They had a
still
big
look.
win. They had a big win over Portland.
Oh,
The,
Detroit
yeah, the Knicks.
or Knicks, yeah, they blew them out the water. Shit,
Hold
I
on, he
remember
said
that.
what?
Yeah, they beat Portland last night.
Uh,
Shut everything down.
I think we beat what DC or somebody like that by like 50 or something.
Think y'all smacked the Hawks. That was probably like the first win of the winning streak. I think. Could be wrong. Might got to go back to catch some of these games.
No, it was like a sorry team, or not even. I'm not even gonna say sorry, but nonetheless, yeah. I mean, I feel like regardless whether we get Giannis or not, we still a championship caliber team, and
You
now,
think y'all? You think? You
man,
think? You think y'all good enough to beat Orlando in a 7 game series?
of course, yes.
You know what
Oh,
team that y'all beat recently that I think was a big time win? The Raptors.
I
That
mean,
was a team that y'all beat
the Raptors, yeah, they definitely all right now, but
eventually too.
the Raptors, they definitely all right now, but um, I feel like our biggest win was. Let me look it up. Yeah, look and see what was our schedule like.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah, what was the 5 game win streak?
So it started off with the Nets. Y'all blew them out the motherfucking water by
Okay,
60 something.
that was against the Nets,
And
but that was
y'all
yeah,
followed it up beating the 76ers.
it was the Sixers. It was the
Okay.
Sixers. That was the statement game.
Then the Kings after that, the Raptors, and then the Trailblazers yesterday.
Yeah, no, it was against Philly. That was the statement game
Yeah, shoot.
because Joel even had a monster game too though. And for real, I want to give shout outs to Joel because he has whenever he has been on the court, he's been kind of playing like semi his old self. But I don't know. We got to see what he's gonna look like in the playoffs. So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if he playing like he is now, there shouldn't be no worry.
oh yeah, I mean, he
It's not
definitely
like
gonna play back to backs once the playoff come. He probably start playing more back to backs towards the end of the season. Well, I don't know.
nah, he
That
ain't
was
gonna
kind
play no
of
back to backs. First of all, there's no back to backs in the playoffs, so you ain't got to worry about that. I don't think there's no need to play him in a back to back.
I mean, it'd be sometimes where he don't even play like every other day though. That's what I'm saying.
Mm,
It'll be a game Monday, but then be a game Wednesday, and he ain't play both of them.
I don't know. I mean, he's been playing to my liking, so it's been a lot because shoot, most of these times I try to put a parlay in, I be trying to see if Joel playing. The damn show he be playing. I'm like, damn shit. I mean, Max ain't gonna get all the touches, but you know. But yeah, as far as Joel, yeah, he's definitely been playing at best center in the league S level. Now Nikola
Yes.
Jokic, he just came back and he just put a 30, 10, and 5. So I mean, if he's gonna come back and start getting triple doubles like a motherfucker, then obviously Nikola Jokic is the best center. But Joel Embiid is making it slightly interested, and that's only of the merit of Nikola Jokic being injured. Now that he's back, we can kind of see how that's going to go. But even then, I think Nikola Jokic is going to probably,
But what if he still puts
obviously
up?
look.
What if he's still putting up 30s? It's high 20s.
I think it's more so depending on what they're going to do in the East if he's doing all that. Because then common sense will tell you, in a sense, I'm not saying that he's going to be at the level of MVP Joel Embiid, but if he's giving you a dominant and efficient production line, scoring and even a little bit defensively, I think with Max's ascension, I think with VJ Edgecombe playing the way he's playing, and hell, podcast P looking like shit. preseason P. I don't know. Shit, he looking like he pre-injury P. Like had a couple step backs. He been dunking shit. So if Paul George can fuck around and be somewhat of a great third option,
He gone for 25 games, bro. You know that?
what? No, I ain't see that. What was this?
Yeah, bro. He got. They just tested him for some drug. He got found like for some drug in his system, bro.
Paul George.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Wow, I did not see that. Damn. Why the fuck? Shams ain't say shit. Well, I guess it is. Damn. Well, I guess that's why he was playing so good.
They seen that nigga score that 32-point game. It was like, what? Wait a minute. Drug test.
Damn, that boy got hit with the Rico. That's crazy. Well, never mind that. I mean, well, Paul George ain't available then shit. Never mind.
But they
That
still got
nigga.
Quinn Grimes and all them other niggas, man. Them other guards can step up.
I mean, they can, but I think they ain't playing to the level of what Paul George could potentially be. I mean, Kelly Olynyk, he definitely could have been like, I mean, not Olynyk, Kelly Oubre.
Aubrey?
Yeah, Kelly Oubre. He definitely could be a piece that can kind of like step up. He has been hooping since he came back from injury, but I think they could definitely use somebody of an all-star level like
Niggas like him
Paul
and
George.
Kyle Kuzma don't play good unless bad bitches show up in the arena.
Type shit, but I think Kelly Oubre is a hell of a defensive player. So I mean, and he's kind of gritty. He can get rebounds and stuff like that. He can even play make a little bit, play passing lanes, stuff like that. So if his shot ain't hitting, then he can at least offer some on the defensive end. He
Them be
bring
the
that
niggas.
effort.
Them be the niggas that drop 40 in Drew League and shit like that. Like,
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, they're NBA players. Like put them in a Drew, yeah, most likely go dominate.
nigga have 50 on a nigga.
And that's no shade because there's levels to this. So if you don't put those NBA players in the Drew League game, there's going to be niggas in the Drew League that'll put 50 up in that game. So it's just levels.
It's levels. Yeah, you're right. It's levels.
But yeah. I mean, it's good to see Joel balling. It's crazy to even hear that Paul George got suspended 25 fucking games. That's crazy. I guess we ain't gonna see no podcast P. How you gonna dress that up? I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
guess I gotta see how you gonna dress that up.
yeah, that's gonna be something crazy. That boy was dunking and everything. No nigga said, "Hold up, wait a minute." Hold on, who's finished? Well, yeah, goddamn. Um, yeah. As far as the Eastern Conference though, I think the Knicks are on a good trajectory. Again, getting good wins against the 76ers and the Raptors. I think that's something convincing. Um, I got to go back and see who their next opponents are, but I think I think the Knicks with the depth that y'all got, I think y'all gonna be consistent. I do agree with that. Y'all gonna be consistently a championship contender. I still do give the edge to the Detroit Pistons though. Like I think the Pistons, they've been solid. Who the fuck did they play last night? Golden State. They almost fuck around and choke the game. Steph Curry got hurt too. He was ready to put something on him, but he got hurt and they still made it like a 3-point game. Goddamn Buddy Hill making plays and shit like that. But, they still prevailed at the end. Cade Cunningham, the scoring is kind of dropping off, but I still think the control of the game, him being a elite playmaker in the league, one of the best. I think he's probably the lead assist man. Um, Not sure who else is up there. Maybe Jokic is still the leader, but yeah, like Cade, he's been just steadily running that offense, making guys go. I think he even sets the tone for even when he comes out the game, guys are already good to go and make it easier for the Nash Jenkins and Jaden Ivey whenever they come in the game. They already playing with some revved up engine players. So, I think what he's doing is still MVP level S, even though it wasn't strong as what it was in the beginning of the season. I still think he is an MVP notable name. Um, I think Jalen Duran. He's starting to step it up a little bit, still get the foul trouble and all that, but he's still leaving the game with 20 and 12, and he'll even fuck around and finish the game. So, he's been producing at an all-star level. Probably should be an all-star, but we'll see how that goes. Um, I don't even think we talk about the all-star starters. We can kind of talk about that. But also with the Pistons, I like Tobias Harris and what he's doing. He's still playing at a nice little, vet role, fifth option or whatever, but he's still producing at a efficient level. Soar Thompson, he's been hooping. Ron Harlan, same. Isaiah Stewart. He's just been even just being regularly solid. They still been winning games. So, I still think Detroit's the number one team. I still think they're gonna retain it when all said and done. And they probably don't come up off that first seed. Maybe a team like the Raptors, of course the Knicks. It's probably
Boston's
the
right
only
behind.
teams.
Boston's right behind the Knicks. They got the same record.
Oh, okay. Ain't that something? Boston, I still need to see a little more consistency, just a little more.
I
So,
mean,
I
Jalen
mean,
Brown's giving you 30 almost every game.
yeah, but then Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, they got to be the ones to kind of like always, be at his side to not waste some of them games. So, I mean, but it's still impressive though. I mean, it's not to say that they can't get the number one seed. They have been on the road, but I mean, that's probably where it stops. I don't think there's no any other
I
Eastern
mean, then you
Conference
got the
team that
Raptors. They're 29 and 18. I
they're the
mean,
Raptors.
Yeah,
they
when
got to
you
show
look
me.
at
They got to
it,
show me
if
a little bit. They got to show me a little bit more offensive consistency. The the Raptors, because
Yeah,
Scotty
they were
Barnes should be
solid though.
averaging. Scotty
now
Barnes
just
should be
think if they
averaging.
did get Giannis, like that shit would be insane.
Scotty Barnes should be averaging 25 and 10.
I'm gonna say 25-10. I think he's right where he need to be. Scotty Barnes averaged like what 23 and what 9, 5 assists, something like that.
Yeah, he at least average over 20.
And that's
He
really
definitely.
being the second. I mean, yeah,
I mean, he
second
has to
option.
be the second scoring option though, because of Brandon Ingram.
Definitely second scoring option, but just even overall playmaking and all that. I mean, he is a playmaker for that team. He is the point forward, but still, like not being that number one scoring option for sure. Still being productive as he's been. That's damn impressive to me. So
They still need. They still need like. They need a Kevin Durant. Like they need a like a Giannis. They need a superstar.
well, what if they trade RJ Barrett for something?
You can trade RJ Barrett. You can trade RJ Barrett, Emmanuel quickly, Jakob Portal, and
Well, I
two
don't know
first
about
round
trading
picks
Emmanuel quickly. He's been pretty
for
productive this year.
Giannis.
Oh, if we're talking Giannis, then that's no discussion. But I'm talking about another player. Like, what if they bank on Anthony Davis? I mean, I know that's a risky bank, but what if you try to just go for Anthony Davis? Hope he stay healthy.
Man, tell that nigga to retire, bro.
I mean,
I don't know, man. He give you one solid year, bro. That's the finals.
yeah, miracles can happen. I mean, he can fuck around and have a good year,
He played 72 games. That's the finals. He can get you to the finals.
especially with the Raptors. You trade RJ Barrett and Jakob Portal, maybe another bench player.
I mean, hey, I just say for his own sake, I would just go ahead and retire. Especially if you get injured playing hard. Like, well, not even playing that hard to be honest. Like, I don't know
And
what it
outside
is.
of injuries, he did have good games.
I mean, yeah, outside of injuries. I mean, but nigga, what is that when it's not gonna help you in the long run if he got having to sit out? Like, this nigga will have a good game in the middle of. I mean, this nigga will have a good game in the middle of the good game. He will end up getting injured too. I
But
mean, I
what
ain't
if he
trying to
give
down,
you?
huh?
But what if he give you a healthy season though?
What was his real last healthy season?
The year we won a
I mean,
championship.
it's hard to even
So you
predict
mean to tell
niggas.
me? Hold on. So you mean to tell me what 6 years ago is the last time he had a healthy
I mean,
season?
yeah, like, 2 years ago he played six. He
Actually,
played
yeah, like 2, 3 years ago, he
2 years
played
ago he
like
played like 60,
72 games.
70, 77 games. Yeah,
Okay, well, yeah, 2, 3 years ago. Yeah, I mean, can we see that again? I don't know. But so far, every time he's having the same.
I will say Toronto has a very great medical staff. So possibly like best in all sports. So I will say he will be in a place where he's taken care of.
That's actually kind of factual.
Bro, that's just
So
because Canada has its own laws where you don't have to pay for healthcare.
so I will
I mean,
say
they
that he
are
will.
millionaires. That really don't matter in that aspect.
I mean, it don't, but even then, I'm just saying, like in Canada, the reason why they have like that kind of like
They just
technology
care
there is
more.
because that shit is free. They they actually cracked the system with that one.
They actually care about your health.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, well then, shit. Hey, go ahead, give up Jacopo and RJ Barry. Then go ahead, send them to the best medical staff.
I still dip my fingers into that Giannis pool.
What?
Yeah, yeah, it was kind of
I still dip my fingers into that Giannis Kool Aid.
borderline, borderline.
All right, can you stop saying? Just stop with the metaphors, please.
I still want to
He
see what
can't
that.
even help it.
I still want to see what that's like. You know what I'm saying? I still want to see if I can even intrigue them in something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not
Even
sure
if I
their
have to
draft
give up
capital.
Brandon Ingram. Even if I have to give up Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, but I would definitely try to keep Scotty Barnes above
I would
all.
definitely try to keep Scotty Barnes.
Even though they kind of like, Scotty Barnes isn't a consistent shooter, so they kind of could like get in each other way in a sense of like clogging the paint. But still, that's a good problem to have.
But if you're asking Giannis just to play straight, you want to put Giannis in a situation where he can just play straight forward. Like he can just straight play that position. So the best suits for him is Miami, and because if he goes to Miami, Tyler Hero's going to Milwaukee. So
No problem.
he really loses that player that can really that pick and roll. You want to Miami to be the main ball facilitator. If he goes to LA, he's playing with Luca. He can play the four. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to have the ball in his hands. We haven't seen Giannis ever play like that in his career. Not play straight up power forward.
I
Like
mean, we seen it with it. Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday.
he was still the high ball usage. He still had high
I
ball
mean,
usage.
and
Bro.
then kind of him and Bobby Portis will switch depending on the matchup, though.
Like, we've never seen him in a true position where he plays the four the majority of the time. Like
I
his most
mean,
minutes played is at the four, truly at the four,
With
not
Brooke
bringing the ball
Lopez,
up the
what do you
court.
mean? Brooke Lopez has started.
What do you mean?
Brooke Lopez
Giannis,
started when he was with them.
Giannis played the three and the four with the Bucks.
You just said we. All right, go ahead.
yeah, just
No,
go
I'm
ahead.
saying a true year where he's played the four the whole season as a true forward, not like a point forward. If you understand what I'm saying.
Nigga,
Okay,
he
Playing
all
didn't
right.
play.
That's
Not he did not play
playing
the.
with Luca, he's not gonna play point forwardish. He's gonna play like a four, like Anthony Davis.
I get what you're saying. You basically say he's not gonna have ball handling
Like
responsibilities, so he can
not
just
gonna be that
focus on
high.
being like Mari Stoudemire,
That's
Kevin
his
Garnett.
game, though. He's not. He's
That's
not
his
gonna sit
game.
there.
That's his game to play that way, but he won't have to do it so much. And I think he'll be.
Yeah,
I think he'll be. I think he'll recognize that.
because if you put him and Luca in the pick and roll, then Luca's going to be doing the majority of the work,
Exactly.
and
I
he
mean,
just
that's
gets to catch a lob, get a bounce pass, dunk,
it'll
and
be the
one.
same way. It'll be the same way if he goes to the Spurs playing with Jalen Brunson. It'll be the same way if he goes to the. I mean, it'll be the same way. It'll be the same way if he goes to the Knicks playing with Jalen Brunson. It'll be the same way if he goes to the Spurs playing with De'Aaron Fox.
I can agree.
I mean, I'm just saying. I feel like it's just gonna be more pick and roll, but he's still gonna have like the ball in his
The
hands
pick
though.
and
At
roll
the
would be
same.
deadly with him and Wemby because I mean, well, him and Wemby in one sense that's crazy. But like I'm talking about the defensive, like guarding the pick and roll with them two defensively. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can throw at them. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, I think that's the best bet. But we've seen his three suitors.
I mean, I'm already counting the Spurs out with really dumping what they have right now. I
I'm
think they rather just build and
I'm looking
have.
at I'm
Yeah.
looking at the Knicks and Miami as the two true contenders for him.
I mean, might be Golden State too though, but we'll see.
They're gonna take Jimmy Butler's expiring contract.
Yeah, I think that's the denominator. I think they might fuck around, and get off of Draymond too.
Yeah.
That'll be like $38 million they can take and get out their books. I mean, you got to know is Giannis gonna go to Golden State and be like, I'm gonna resign? and they're gonna be like, "Look, we're gonna throw all the marbles in the basket for you and Steph."
I mean, of course. Why wouldn't they? They
Yeah.
they they already on the way out almost. Well, not on the way out. Giannis is still young, but Steph is going to be on his way out pretty soon. Though he's what 30, what 37,
Yeah,
36.
I think Steph can
38.
probably, I think Steph can probably still get you like 20, 25 plus.
I mean, because all he has to do is run around the court and shoot. I mean, the handles and the shooting does not go away. Like
You give him Giannis, you give him Giannis, he'll have 2 more seasons playing the same way.
the only thing you're gonna see less of Steph Curry every year is him driving to the
Him
basket. That's
driving to the
about it.
paint, but that shooting ability is always gonna be there.
Exactly. It's keep improving too, more and more. It's never gonna go away with that
Is
one.
and you're right. That shit might age like fine wine because he'll start to becoming a spot up shooter, and that's more lethal than him running around.
I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if he still have like even what LeBron has right now as far as like age wise, if he does decide to play that long, about like 40, 41, and I still see him averaging damn near like at the very least 18, but I still see him in like the 20s range.
Man, like 18 and 22.
Yeah.
Because if you think he ain't driving, even when he drives, he don't get to the free throw line like that. So if he's not driving, he's essentially not getting to the free throw line unless niggas is gonna foul him at the 3 pointer. So like he's not getting to the free throw line. So you gotta think about that. Like that's gonna be a factor too. So his field goal percentage is gonna be high as a bitch. Like him and Giannis, we're just talking about the most realistic spots for him to land. You know what I'm saying? You think it's possible it happens before the trade deadline? You think it happens this week or next week?
I mean, if it don't, then I don't even know what that says about what Milwaukee even wanted then.
Hold on. Didn't he say he wanted to go to Minnesota too?
I don't know. It's always clickbait though, to me kind of.
Ah, him in Minnesota. Oh no, man. I think whoever it is, bro. I think whoever it is, we're all gonna have that reaction when it
That
happens.
shit would
We
be
just
crazy though. Hold on, you give up like could you give up Rudy Gobert and who else?
McDaniels, Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Dante DiVincenzo, and
Probably like a
picks.
pick or something. Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be bad either, especially just kind of getting rid of Gobert.
You get you a defensive all-star in Rudy Gobert. You get you a 20-point scorer and and Julius Randle, and you get you a returning player, like an expiring contract, and Dante DiVincenzo. I mean, so you're shedding money. You're shedding the Giannis contract. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I like Minnesota. I like the Knicks. I think it's a lot of clickbait because I didn't see Orlando. I didn't see Orlando as one of them.
That's why I truly don't know. I will go off of what ESPN and them say, like Knicks and Miami, and I think they did say yeah, and they said Golden State.
Yeah.
Shit, if you go to Miami though, that would be tough. Him and
But they,
Bam, but then you giving up a lot too though. I just don't like how that roster is structured.
they'll get to keep Norman Powell.
That would be the upside. Keeping Norman Powell. Probably have to get rid of Wiggins and fucking Tyler Hero too.
And Khalil Ware.
Shoot, if you could keep him, that would be clutch. But yeah, you might do gotta give up Khalil Ware. But that's enough right there. I
And,
mean,
and
really,
they
it would be
probably and
Tyler Hero.
they'll probably try to give up Terry Rozier's contract too.
Well, yeah, yeah. So I mean, really, you got Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier, and Khalil Ware that you could give up, and I mean that would be solid right there. You kind of losing out on actual point guard, but I mean, you got Giannis and Bam that can actually facilitate still. You can be point forwards.
Yeah. You got anything about OKC, Mister OKC man?
Yeah, since what do you think about this little slump that y'all got going on, and how you feel about even Minnesota kind of getting up your backside?
Putting that BTA. Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here. First and foremost, like I said, I ain't too worried because again, as long as we prepping for the playoff runs that we're gonna have, that's what I'm more so concerned about. And with the injuries with J Dub, especially having a hamstring injury this time, that is a concern. But we still got plenty of time for him to get some rest and come back towards the end of the season and rev up, get some reps in before the playoffs start. So that's probably my biggest concern right now. Um, we have been having injuries left and right. It's like when somebody comes back, somebody else is out. I think most notably AJ Mitchell. When he's not playing, I think we suffered the most in some of the L's that we've been taking because I think AJ Mitchell. I mean, he's probably proven himself to be the third best playmaker on our team. We just talk about scoring and playmaking. I think he does that at a more efficient rate than Isaiah Joe, of course, and then Aaron Wiggins, who last year he was last year's AJ Mitchell. So I think AJ Mitchell has taken a step to be a little better of a scorer, playmaker, facilitator, whatever. And sometimes even defensively, he can, be productive. So I think with some of these nagging injuries that we've been having, I think AJ Mitchell has probably been the most vital outside of J Dub, of course. But we getting a little healthier. Isaiah Hartenstein just came back. I gotta see how Caruso looking. I think he been back though. I'm not sure. I know we no, I think Caruso been out. And that's probably really it for real, for real. J Dub, Caruso, AJ Mitchell. I think that's about it. We've been having Casey Wallace, Isaiah Joe, Jay Will, Kendrick Williams. So I mean, we still be having some good enough players to not lose, but I think the reason why our offense has been struggling is just because like it's too much relying on Shea to be that playmaker. And even when he makes plays, we still ain't even catching out on threes. So it's to me, it's things that can be fixable because I mean, in the same breath, if niggas hit shots, then what's the problem really? So I think, we can get in the groove. That's a if. It actually has to be done. We have to hit shots. We have to hit 3-pointers when we especially need them. But really, man, I think it's just a normal part of the season, especially for a team that just went on a finals run, 7 games in the finals at that. So, I think it's some rigors in that aspect. You pile on injuries, especially with your second best player and J Dub. And really, that could be a discussion because when he came back, he wasn't quite the J Dub he was in the playoffs. And, he did have a torn ligament in his wrist. So I'm pretty sure he didn't do too much shooting in the offseason. He even had a follow up with the surgery. He had another surgery because the screw in his wrist was irritated. So he had to get surgery again, sit out extended time. So, that might have a lot to do with his inconsistency, but he still wasn't looking like too much of what he was in the playoffs. So, I mean, honestly, Chet has been the second best player. And it's even more evident when J Dub isn't playing. Win or loss, Chet has been having some decent games. So, I mean, if he can keep that up and J Dub can fuck around and be at least solid when he get back, then that's all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for a decent run. I still think we're the best team in the West. I think San Antonio is the second best team in the West right now, and they might be that towards the end of the season going into the playoffs because I think Denver is just going to take a natural back step with Nikola Jokic. Even though he had a nice game, I still think he's kind of rushing back because of the all NBA eligibility and all that stuff. I think he's just trying his hand. If he gets to a point where he gets like a little nicked up or injured and he can't go, then I think he'll just sit out and then Maybe he might stand out for a sit out for an extended God damn, he might sit out for an extended period of time. So I'm not too sure about Denver's spot if they're going to solidify anything. Even though Jamal Murray has been balling, I think Jamal Murray needs to be an All Star. He needs to be playing in a Team USA Team World game. He's been producing at an All Star level. They've been winning games and all that. So I mean, if you can still get that production. Now, Aaron Gordon is injured again, and he's going to be out for some time too. So you got to rely on Peyton Watson to keep hooping. And I mean, I don't see why he'll have a drop off. So I mean, Denver can if Denver can keep it steady and Nikola Jokic can come back and be an MVP caliber player, then maybe I might say Denver is at the level of San Antonio. But I think San Antonio is definitely the second best team in the league. I mean, in the West. Hell, you probably could say the lead the way they be playing sometimes. Now they did just lose to the Charlotte Hornets, by the way. I don't know if y'all seen that in the chat. So
They lost.
yeah, and they do be dropping some games here and there. So they're not perfect. But
What?
I mean, is that a surprise? I mean, Charlotte been hooping. Charlotte has been on a nice run last month and a half, or at least month. So oh shit, did I break up?
Oh, I hear you.
Yo, Yoski? All right, for sure. But yeah, Charlotte and shout out to Brandon Miller. Like and of course Con Knipple and LaMelo Ball, they all been hooping. I know niggas seen the game with Cooper Flag dropping 49 and Con Knipple was right behind him with like
Yeah,
37,
Cooper
something like
Flag at
that.
49.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was an amazing game. But you know, Con Knipple and the Hornets came out with that win, and then they had some other good wins. I can't particularly remember. Of course, against us, you know, that was one of the notable wins. I can't remember who else. I feel like they always beat the Lakers for some reason. No, I think the Lakers got the win against the Hornets. I think I'm wrong on that. But regardless, they had some good solid wins. Uh, and yeah, Brandon Miller to me has been the best player. He's the one that's been dropping like damn near 30, damn near every night. Like had the rebounds, the assists, the steals, the blocks, the inside 3 level scoring, shooting, 3-pointer, mid, you know, niggas, all type shit. So I think Brandon Miller is kind of a reason why LaMelo has been extended since. But even then, LaMelo has become with Brandon. I mean, it'd be a bad thing if they kept LaMelo past the trade deadline. But you know, regardless of the fact, I think a foundation with Brandon Miller, Con Knipple, um, maybe it might be time for Miles Bridges to get traded for another young piece or something like that. Um, I'm not sure about Musa Diabate's longevity with the Hornets, but he's been a very solid piece. So he probably got a solidified spot. Um, yeah, they got some nice talent in Charlotte. Not saying that they're doing things here, but you know, as far as them beating the Spurs, I'm not too surprised. They beat them last year. So you know, for that you know, he probably was a little lackadaisical as far as guarding them niggas. You know, sometimes when he had those little drop off intensity when he be playing those lesser opponents. So, you know, if Wemby ain't playing to DPOY level, you kind of get shaky with the Spurs. I would like to see Stephon Castle's numbers because he's the ones that kind of drop off as far as
Your shit breaking up.
being as off player, he needs his touches. So maybe that kind of threw a little synergy off. But you know, all in all, I'm not surprised that the Hornets beat the Spurs. Like they've been on the road for the last month. So I mean, that's how the NBA goes, especially in the regular season. Still think they're the second best team in the West, though. I don't think the Rockets have been too convincing in my estimation because the offense is kind of sporadic times. Like, KD can only for so much. And if Sangoon is not playing at an efficient level, if Man Thompson is not playing at an efficient level, then that offense can get kind of cluttered up. And damn it, if Reed Shepard and Jabari Smith ain't hitting threes, you really fuck with that offense because you can just kind of shut off the paint and just kind of give them a whole bunch of dare shots that they're not comfortable with if they're not in the offensive groove. So I think the Rockets that the fact that they don't have Fred Van Fleet or a veteran point guard, a veteran shooting point guard or whatever, is kind of taking its toll in a sense. But I still think they're a viable team in the West. I just don't think that they're constructed as better than San Antonio. Now, if a man in Sengun can step up and play at like all NBA type levels, then maybe that could change. But I don't think they've been playing like that consistently enough. Um, Other teams in the West, Minnesota is kind of coming along. I am kind of liking what Minnesota is doing. You know, I forgot the other wins that they got. I think they dropped a couple games, but they got some nice wins. I wish I can fucking remember. I don't know, but I do know that AE5 has been getting buckets and he's been playing as arguably the not second best, best two guard in the league, best two guard in the league, better than Donovan Mitchell, better than I'm not really going to include Devin Booker, but if Devin Booker was healthy, I would still say Anthony Edwards is playing better than him, and that's really the conversation right there as far as two guards. I think Anthony Edwards has been better defensively. I think he stepped up all around. And I think the scoring has been more efficient. So, if he can play like that with like Julius Randle, he's been solid. Nas Reed, solid. Really, the team has been just as good as they've been last year type shit. But they do have another year under their belt playing with each other. More so notably Julius Randle, him being in his second year in Minnesota, being more acclimated to that team. It could brew into something later on in the season. I think the point guard position is an issue. Bones Highland has been holding it down. Dante DiVincenzo has been holding it down, but I still think they need some type of like traditional guard type shit. Maybe not heavily. And they do got Mike Conley in the cut. So, I mean, it's always good to have a veteran. But maybe they don't need that so much because Anthony Edwards going to have the ball anyway. Julius Randle, too. But you always got to have a point guard that can kind of slow down the pace or like draw up good possessions and stuff like that. And, I'm not sure if they're capable of surviving without that, but they've been showing good signs. So I wouldn't sleep on Minnesota at all. They still got the same good depth. Rudy Gobert has been playing at an all-star level. Yes, he has, in my opinion. Um, Jaden McDaniels has been solid, not consistent, but he's been solid. Nas Reed's probably making another six man of the year case. So I like what Minnesota's doing. And that's probably it as far as the West. Um, as far as like biggest threats, in my opinion. Phoenix is barely holding it down, but if Devin Booker can't be as healthy as he's supposed to be, I'm still going to stay asleep on them. Now, if Devin Booker can come back and be where he was right before he got injured, then yeah, Phoenix might can do something. I mean, with the Warriors losing Jimmy Butler, and then the Mavericks underperforming, the Clippers are rolling. The Clippers are rolling. But I'm still in the mindset that they got a lot of catching up to do for me to take them serious. But they honestly might be the top four hottest team in the West. They have been on a consistent streak. So there's something to watch out for, but I still will put them in the back burner with Minnesota, before Minnesota or after Minnesota, whatever. Um, Houston, Denver, San Antonio, but that's about it. I don't think I'm missing anybody in the West. Grizzlies cook, Pelicans cook. Even though the Pelicans can give you a good game here and there. They're like the Western Conference Charlotte Hornets. They'll give you a sneaky good
Yeah.
game.
They can give you a sneaky good game, yeah.
Yeah, they got Herb Jones back. That's a big deal. And then, Zion, he has been producing at a high level. So, maybe it could be a little higher, but he has been playing at an all-star level, I believe. So might not make the team, but I think he's been playing up to that level. Trey Murphy, he's kind of inconsistent, but when he's on, he's on. Barry Queen, triple double threat any given night. Jeremiah Fears, zero fears, as y'all have seen throughout the season. Capped off with his last interaction with Lou Dort, that whole scenario, but horseplay in a sense. But yeah, like, you know, is the West can be tricky because it's so much talent in the West. I mean, hell, the Sacramento Kings can get a win against you. Now, I'm not going to keep pumping my chest against Sacramento because even though we still got some time, we still got some time to make a little 10 seed run. Yeah, niggas ain't worried about Sacramento. They easy pickings. And then Utah the same.
Utah, the worst team in the West. And then you got
Out the use of Nurkic though, he got 3 straight triple doubles, setting the
what?
franchise record with the Jazz. So, but that's it. Everything else with the Jazz has been take away the J from Jazz. That's pretty much their
Ass.
season so far.
That's nice. Take away the J from Jazz. And that's what they meant. So good.
Utah
Utah
ass.
ass.
But yeah, like I don't know, like but how y'all feel about the West? How y'all feel about OKC? I want to hear y'all perspective because I know y'all go, really emphasize some things as far as how y'all feel. Like, do y'all think we're as convincing? I mean, obviously we're not because we're dropping as many games as we have. It's a whole bunch of can we break the Golden State Warriors record in the beginning of the season, and now we're to a point where it's like, can OKC even get 65 wins? Like, so you know,
I mean,
without a
to be
drop
honest,
off,
bro, I feel like y'all are still at the championship level. I mean, like I said, it's just always everybody has their like slumps for real. But then just the shocker was that y'all basically wasn't, gonna have that record better than better than Golden State. But I mean, that's still cool though. It's y'all still have like the most weight to y'all though to overcome. To be honest, like for like other teams to actually beat y'all. So I mean, once playoff time do hit, I mean, then yeah, we'll see where it's at then. Like
do
I
you
feel
think?
like if
Bro,
y'all,
my
huh?
bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like if y'all even lose like I say like the first 2 games or some shit like that in the playoffs, then that's when I would be worried. That's when I would be worried if y'all had lost at least like the first game or something like that. I mean, at least lost its first 2 games in the playoffs or something like that to like either the eighth seed or probably even like sometime in the second round. I still feel like y'all should be able to like get a gentleman's sweep on most teams, at least until at least until the that last round. Well, I don't know because it all depends on like how that shit is set up. Because
Shit,
y'all
they
have
bump
to
into
go.
Minnesota. They bump into Minnesota. Like,
But that's what I'm saying too, though. You bump into either Minnesota or you bump into like the Spurs, like both rounds. Well, the second and the or the quarter. I mean, conference finals. Like that's a possibility still. I mean, I like yeah, and I can't include the Rockets in it to be honest. Like I'm not really sold on them anymore, especially with Steven Adams even going down. Clint Capella is going to do his job still, but I mean, it's too much. It's too much like going on with that roster, to be honest. Like for me to
they
sit
just
there
need a
and
point
say,
guard.
huh?
They just need a point guard. Bro, you
Yeah,
weren't recording that whole time.
It's recorded because we're laughing. I'm still getting the whole file. I just had to
yeah,
restart.
yeah. But I
Bitch
mean,
ass nigga.
it's like Reed Shepard. We love you, man. Like you good and all, especially with you a 3-point threat, but you just don't know how to facilitate, buddy. Like It'll take you a minute just to kind of like get it clicking sometimes, almost like. But I'll be sold more once they actually get a point guard there.
Shit, I was thinking Chris Paul could come in just to bring the ball up the court. Like
Chris Paul not going nowhere because he want to stay in LA.
he's still on the Clippers roster, right?
Yeah, they just sent him home. They did the same thing to him like they did to, well, not the same exact thing, but they sent him home like how they sent Luau Dang home. Like, we don't need you here messing up what we got going on, team chemistry or anything like that. We don't even need you in the locker room, bro.
So basically, you just on the roster type shit. Just we'll hit you up when we need you.
They're not gonna hit him up at all. That's the thing. That's it.
You're talking about Chris Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know why. You know, once you tap in with a nigga wife, the coach, yeah, that shit. Goodbye.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't understand why they. I don't understand why they just don't release the nigga there. Like that's crazy.
They probably doing that on purpose.
they could, yeah. I mean, but who's to say they might send him to y'all?
I would love to have Chris Paul because he would definitely add on to this offense.
Not y'all, because like I said, he's not leaving. He's not leaving LA. If anything, he's gonna go to the Lakers.
I think due to these circumstances, he got a good chance of leaving LA.
Man, he's not leaving LA because I'll say because of his son and his family.
But then do you think he'll get that much tick with the Lakers?
I don't think he's looking for that much tick for real.
But but I mean
I think Chris Paul is
he
at a
played
stage now where
over
he
Gabe
rather
Vincent.
Chris Paul is at a stage now where he rather like teach. I mean, he'll still
You seen
play
that
and
with Wimby.
everything, but I think he should end up being a coach one day though. Once his
Is
son
Luca
like
gonna listen to Chris Paul though?
you said what?
I would say is Luca gonna listen to Chris Paul though?
I mean, as far as like defensive schemes or so, probably. And probably, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you listen to Chris Paul though? Even though I feel like Luca would have to still like respect Chris Paul's mindset though.
I mean, there is a reason why he's not with the Clippers.
I mean,
He is a demanding player, a demanding teammate, and it gets to a point where it can get a little too demanding.
man, I don't for real, I think he would have made them better. To be honest with you, if they actually would have like listened to him instead of like waiting until like now just to actually get like where they needed to be. But
And that's the only thing he was bitching about. They could have played harder.
exactly.
And look how they're playing now.
Like, so I don't think Chris Paul was really a problem, to be honest with you, because I mean he wasn't playing anyway. Like he was kind of to actually tell like Ty Lue, like, yeah, this is what we should actually do. Like he probably actually telling I don't think he was actually talking to like Harden and everybody, like telling them that they need to play harder or some shit like that. I think he was actually getting into like an argument with like Ty Lue, and then he ended up sending him home.
All I
And
say
then
is the
plus
second situation where this is the second situation with James Harden involved where Chris Paul got the shorter end of the stick.
if he went to LA, I'm pretty sure him and LeBron wouldn't like sit there and clash either, though. I mean, I know what you mean with like him and Luca, but I think Luca would show him the respect though of what he's trying to actually relay out there. And same thing with Chris Paul. I feel like he would show him the respect too, though, of like whatever Luca is trying to do as well too.
I would hope so. But shit, that would definitely be a state if Chris Paul was to go to the Lakers. He kind of left a sour taste. I mean, well, I would hope we'll see Chris Paul on another team, being that this is his last year, and I don't think he will turn back around and be like, I'm gonna try to be, and he might really be done. So, I a dog go out like that again, LA go to Lakers. He might be a nice piece, after the trade deadline if they were to get Giannis, because you lose Austin Reeves, I would assume. So you could definitely use a guard to come in and kind of be like a facilitator that can help out. So that could be a scenario there. And who knows? Maybe he might go back to San Antonio. Like, I mean, probably don't play or anything, but there's probably some options out there for Chris Paul. Freeman three till you say it backwards. But um, yeah. Any other NBA notables? I can't really think of too many.
Can't really think of anything right
Um,
now. Uh
I mean, did y'all already mention who y'all think for rookie of the year?
oh, Victor.
I mean, the nigga that dropped
For
49.
49.
I mean, Khan actually has a solid case though.
Yeah, he also is the second best player on his team at most.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Brandon Miller has been on the heater. LaMelo will fuck around, snap a couple games.
But I'll say Khan has been that glue though, where he's actually doing he actually is doing most of the dirty work because you'll see him have 10 rebounds at times, or at least even like 6 or 7 assists or some shit like that every now and then too. Like he fills in the gaps and then still does his role of being a 3 and D player. Like
Yeah, he does, but I think Miles Bridges also plays that type of role where he plays like an all around type game. So
I mean,
it's
you
like,
got two of them.
yeah. So I'm just saying, like, he got a lot of talent around him. Where Cooper Flag, all he really got is Najee Marshall, Max Christie. Sometimes Brandon Williams, he'll snap, but you know, with AD being out, hell, even with AD being there, like they still kind of lack a lot of talent as far as like helping out Coop. So again, like this is his second 40 piece in a row. I mean, not in a row, but like the second 40 piece of the season. He had 42 earlier in the season. So 42, 49 amongst 30s and all around games. It's not like he's just scoring. He's playmaking, he's rebounding, blocking shots. Like he's doing everything you can ask for in his rookie season, like in all facets: 3-point shooting, pull up middies, getting to the rim and finishing, athleticism, all that type of stuff. So it's like, I don't get me wrong, Con Canupa is a close second because you're right, he is a glue piece to that team. Like, and
I mean, what? Hold on, what's the records? Matter of fact,
are we really going to count the records with two struggling teams?
I mean, because one of them actually is close to making a play-in team. That's what I was gonna say.
But how much weight are you going to hold that knowing that Cooper Flag team is basically fucked?
I mean, basically, fuck, but I mean, it's still a good thing to see like that rookie actually take a team to like a playoff run almost. And I mean, I'm basically saying Khan is actually
Mhm.
the glue to actually do that. I mean, I know he's not the number one option, but I mean, he's been the player to actually make them a solid team for real and get them wins.
So if
You cut in and out.
over Cooper Flag,
You cut in and out.
oh, I was saying if Conker Nipple plays like this in the playoffs and Cooper Flag not making the playoffs or whatever, do you think that gives him an edge over being better than Cooper Flag?
I mean, of having a better season, yes. Not being better than him, no.
No, I'm talking about overall player because Rookie of the Year is more so player.
I mean, I don't know. I would say it's more so like who has the better season. But of course, that's the better player. Well, they would consider that like the better player.
Because in my opinion, it's two different roles.
I don't know, man.
Oh, did I break up?
Like I said, it's a strong case. Cooper's still gonna probably end up winning it, but I feel like Khan got the most over that one.
I mean, I don't
He
know.
was
I
doing this
just,
shit with even out Brandon Miller. Now the fact that they got Brandon Miller back, that's just added on with them damn near. Like
I mean, I guess Brandon Miller is doing a hell of a lot.
I didn't say he wasn't. I just said that's even added on right there.
I don't know, but you said like if you compare what Cockadipple was doing without Brandon Miller versus what he doing with Brandon Miller, then I think that actually takes away from Cockadipple.
No, I'm saying he's actually still playing the same, even with Brandon Miller. So it's just even a added on situation where they made the team even better. That's why now they actually have like a. I'm not saying like a bad record or anything, but we actually can kind of see where Charlotte can go from here now. Like you might still have to give up Lamelo. Might got to go ahead and get rid of Bridges too, just to actually like get the. Yeah, you're gonna have to have like a another probably like vet in there to be honest with you.
All I'm pretty much saying is Cooper Flag has a different responsibility. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not putting too much of the team's success in it for the rest of the year. But I agree that Con Knipple is a strong candidate. That shit ain't doing. Yeah, yeah. Like I think Con Knipple, I give the edge to Cooper Flag. Like him being the number one option, I definitely think that holds a little more value because who's to say how Cooper Flag would look with the Hornets?
I mean, he's looking good, and the only reason why now he's even the number one option is because AD and fucking Kyrie not even playing for real. But I mean, I don't know.
But hey, that's the situation right now.
That's the situation. I mean, because if they were playing, we know Cooper Flag. If they were playing, then we probably this would be probably Concanuble's year.
I mean,
Yeah, it could be.
even without Lamelo and um even without Lamelo and Brandon Miller, like Con Knipple had a solid game. Con Knipple had like monster games.
He did.
So I mean, it's the same thing. Like if Con Knipple was the number one option for the Hornets, I mean a bad team, or if he came to the Mavs, I think he would do the same thing with the Mavs. The same thing that Cooper Flag is doing right now.
Yeah, that could be true.
That could be true.
But I would just say right now, like Cooper Flag has more of the volume of being the number one option. So despite the situation, I would give the edge to the guy that's like doing the most with the ball in his hand, leading the team and all that. But that's again, second is a close race. So it's like you can't really knock either one. But that's the reason why I would say Cooper Flag is number one. But that's just me. And again, Colin Double did drop 37. In that same game, Cooper Flag had 49. And he did get the stop on Cooper Flag. Got
And
a
the win.
steal, draw the foul. So,
I mean,
Colin been getting with Cooper Flag. So,
I'm pretty sure that 49 would have put him over the top with that one. With yes, saying that he's like the number that he is like just the further out candidate to be rookie of the year. But I feel like with that one win, again, well, I think they probably play them again too. So we gotta see how that go too. Definitely got to put in the ticket for that one.
well, outside of them, are there any notables? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody else has wind down. The Coop, not Coop, Derek Queen and Dylan Harper, they pretty much cooled down in the race. I can't think of any other notable rookies. I do like old boy for the Raptors. I forgot his name. Colin Miles. Is it CMB? There's a
Colin Murray
Chelsea.
Lyles, something like that.
I hope so. I'm gonna just call him CMB.
Why didn't you say anything
Colin
about
Joel
your boy
Miles
about
or
to get him?
Colin Miles. Something like that.
Why didn't you mention anything about your boy about to get messed up by Jeremiah Fierce?
I said something about it. I mean, it's the
Nah, I
NBA.
said why.
Like
I said why didn't you say anything about your boy about to get messed up by Jeremiah Fierce?
I did,
Uh,
and I only spent like 5 seconds of it because is that really that important?
Nah, it ain't that important. You know, I'm just talking
NBA
trash.
brouhaha.
Man, whatever.
It's the NBA. Like, when's the last time you seen an exciting NBA fight? You got to go
Man, I've
all the
seen
way
the
back to
challenge.
2019.
All I know is Jeremiah Fields put your boy in this place. That's it.
Okay. Team has, well, one of your teams has Carl Anthony Towns. So please stop there.
I mean,
I
what
can
is your
argue what Russell
point?
Westbrook did to Cat was way worse.
Oh, I mean, I'll talk
Again.
shit about that. I mean, what else
Okay,
you
so
want me to
talk shit
say?
about that. Worry about your team. Fuck nigga.
Nigga, I can worry about any team that I want.
Niggas get a Marriage Cup championship and think they're at the same table. Slow your roll, boy.
Man, it's all right. We're gonna get it this year.
Oh, now you okay. All right.
Now,
Niggas on
like,
a
didn't you
5 game
not
winning
ask
streak,
me
and now they
earlier?
they they big chest now.
Didn't you not ask me earlier? Do I not think the roster that we have now is a championship team?
I say it's a championship caliber. I ain't say all y'all go get a championship. I said caliber.
And in my turns, when I was talking, I said I do believe we are a championship team.
Okay. A championship team is not the championship team.
Oh my!
But
All
since
right,
you're
all right,
saying the
all right, bro.
championship team,
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
what you mean is that not?
You right, real. You
I
right.
know I am. You don't got to tell me,
Nah, you
nigga.
right. Yep, you sure is.
But I'm glad you clarified that you're saying y'all are the championship team, so you believe the Knicks are going to win the championship this year.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, all right.
Just stand on that
See how
shit
that
all for the rest of the season, there, nigga.
stand on that because you was not standing last time we were saying this.
What do you mean? Last time when I was saying this,
Last time you was like, oh, I'm not going to just sit there and say that we're just going to dog walk teams and win the championship. We still got to worry about the Raptors. We still got to worry about so and so.
okay, yeah. And then did we not just go on a 5 game winning streak after going on a nice slump?
I mean, that's
Like, what do you mean? And then we blew teams out. Like, why would I not believe that the
I
Knicks
don't
is
need
winning
some.
the championship?
I mean, because last time
I
you didn't
didn't
believe.
say I
I'm just.
didn't
This is an
believe. I
update, my
mean, I
nigga.
said
I
I'm
didn't
just
know you
not
felt
jumping
like
the
this.
gun. Like, be technical, Ted, like you've been doing, buddy.
Okay, so basically, the difference in this conversation is
I
you're
mean,
jumping the
now
gun.
I'm actually saying, yeah, we can be a championship team.
Yeah, nigga. So fuck out of here with that technical test shit. I'm just trying to get clarification.
Nigga, what? All right. Okay.
Okay, like you seem like you're the lost one here.
I I am, but okay.
I was just glad to know how you feel about your Knicks. Do you feel the same way for your Spurs?
They got two teams.
I got two
I mean, I believe the
teams,
Spurs will. I believe the
one for the
Spurs can
plug,
make it
one
to
for
the
the love.
finals.
I ain't mad at that though because I mean, all it takes is for Wemby to go fucking AWOL. Like I think he's been B-wall so far. Like if you go AWOL,
We're talking about this nigga going
then it
AWOL. The
can
nigga
change
had 18
everything.
points. Nigga had 18 points last night.
Shit, he had
I'm
16
not even sure what
tonight.
he did this
I mean,
game.
he had 16 today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he's going B-wall right now. And that's the reason why, because he hasn't been consistent. But if he is consistent, that means he's going to be AWOL, especially if he's getting like 34 minutes, 35 minutes, 36, if he's really on one. So, like, yeah, just having that, the Wemby factor, the Wemby effect in play, that can change everything. But it's more so dependent on that. Like, again, Stephon Cassell kind of dropping off in the scoring, but I mean they got so much depth. You can always have somebody step up, but you know, I still think that they have enough talent to where if they play the right way or if they play at a high level, yeah, they could definitely run through the West, even against my Thunder.
I mean, we just gonna see once it happens in the playoffs.
Yeah, because it got to happen.
It's just, can this team actually stay poised in the playoffs?
That's a big question because they never seen the playoffs together. So,
Yeah, exactly.
but
This would be the first time even for their coach
there's
to even
been
make the playoffs.
teams that kind of have, well, yep. But they have a
Ooh,
great
okay,
support
this is
system.
nice.
So it's like, yeah, they got a great support system. So, that San Antonio Spurs culture can kind of cushion them into a nice little start. And it's even more special that they're a high seed. So they'll be facing a 7 seed, probably a play in winner from whatever seeding or whatever. So they will have a good, assuming that they keep the second seed. Hell, they might fuck around sneaker first. There is a universe where they can do that. But just saying, with them having home field advantage or home court advantage, they can play against a team that isn't up to their caliber, even though they're young. They still probably play against a team like who knows? I would guess what, the Suns. Would it be the Suns or would it be I'm not sure who the seventh seed is, but we know whoever the seventh seed is. I mean, if it's Minnesota, then that'll be a problem. But I don't think, I think Minnesota got to be like a fifth seed at this point. But whoever is the seventh seed, you know, hopefully it's not the Rockets or somebody like that. But it'll probably be somebody like you might fuck around, see the Warriors, Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? If you have a favorable matchup, that'd be a good way to like get y'all going. Hopefully y'all can get the job done, get to the next round at a high level or off a high trajectory, and it could be up from there. So, I think it's interesting for San Antonio. I'm not mad at them like possibly making the finals appearance. But I think a lot of shit gotta go right for y'all. More so the others. And I think more so because it's playoff experience type shit. Like the playoffs are different beasts. And, as great as Wibby has been, he's not at that point where he's like Thanos, Thanos and shit. Thanos and I think I said it right. But yeah, he's not like completely just dominating like 24/7 type shit. So if you can use physicality to affect him in playoff situations where he's not getting like favorable calls here and there, then that can work to your advantage as far as like throwing a monkey wrench in San Antonio's offense. And maybe you can even affect them defensively in a sense. So, it's a lot of playoff questions with the Spurs. That'll be the only thing. But we just talking about like teams currently. San Antonio got to be the second best team in the league, in my opinion. I'm gonna let it breathe.
What was said?
Oh no, I'm just letting the mic breathe. When you get into your bag, get into that mode, you gotta let the mic cool off. It's steaming and shit. So I'm just letting let it breathe. Breathe. But yeah, I mean, if that's it, then shit, that's it. Be on this jump for like good solid 3 hours. It's kind of a couple other things to talk about, low key, but we ain't gotta go too in depth.
You hit on this music right quick.
Before we get into that, quick college shout outs. There is a generational game finna happen a little later. Actually, in like 30 some minutes with Kansas and BYU. You got Darren Peterson and AJ Debasiak. You got those two going at it. They had their matchups in high school and stuff like that, and had some great games. And they are projected to be the possible number two picks in the next year's draft. I mean, Cam Boozer can be the number one to number three pick. There's some options there, but you got this spectacular matchup. I'm not sure who's going to win the game. I'm just going to be a fan of the talents and see who comes through in that showcase. But definitely gonna be a great game and some other good games. I seen North Carolina playing Georgia Tech, so I already know that game going on. Houston, they just beat the shit out of Cincinnati. It was an upset with Texas Tech versus I think UCF, I believe. So Texas Tech dropped one. They got some injuries, so they weren't even the favorites in the matchup. I think. I think. Now I think they were the favorites, but still, like they have some key injuries, so it was kind of up and down game as far as like who was gonna win. But um, some other games I got to plug in with, but yeah, I think I don't think it'll get no better than Kansas City versus BYU, especially for today. Uh, Another game that happened recently yesterday was Michigan State versus Michigan, and Michigan came out with the win. Yaxel Lensberg, I know I said his name wrong, but yeah, Yaxel, he had a nice game. They pretty much shut up that or shut it out that offense. So yeah, a good win for Michigan. They're probably going to be the number two ranked team. I forgot who Arizona playing, but they're the number one team, still undefeated, still been handling shit. So I'm assuming they're gonna do the same. I think they play Arizona State. So yeah, in-state rivalry game. They gonna go ahead and put the belt out. So yeah, UConn also playing tonight. I forgot who they playing, but they've been the number three team. Um, Yeah, some good games going on, some good bump. I'll get a little more into college when the Super Bowl is over with, but I just wanted to notify that one of the best games is happening tonight. And there's been some great performances. Again, the freshman for Illinois, I forgot his name, man, but he's Keaton Wallace, something like that. I don't think it's Wallace. It's something like that. But old boy for Illinois, freshman, he's probably going to be a first round pick for sure. His stock can't be no higher because he's been producing at a high level throughout the season for Illinois, and they've been a sleeper team. They're pretty decent with a lot of talent. So, is Ken Flagger or something like that, man. I'll go back and get the name straight, whatever. But I'll lock in a little more with him. Um, Also speaking of Houston, Kingston Fleming, he's probably going to be well, he's for sure going to be another first round pick. He had 40 for Houston. And who else? Who the fuck else had 40, man? Damn. Was it AJ? I think it was AJ. He dropped 40 against somebody. I can't even remember the team. It was some 30 balls from freshmen and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a really good college year. I kind of been in and out. I be trying to watch my Wake Forest Demon Deacons, but once again, another year, another beer. But yeah, man, yeah, tap in with a good old college hoops. I'll talk women's college basketball at the end, stuff like that, for those who've been paying attention. But yeah, that's about it. You can get to the rap shit, whatever y'all got. There's been some good albums out. So what y'all been tuning into?
I've been tuning in to YB, man. I've been listening to YB. Shit. For real, same old,
I ain't
for real.
really
I've been
seen
listening.
Slime Cry.
Well, I've been listening to a lot of old YB shit. I just became a fan like just recently. So like,
You
so
catching up?
his old shit is new to me because I ain't listening to none of it. So I'm catching up to all of it. Like, so
Yeah, you definitely catching up, then.
that's who I really been listening to. It's still thugging it with my nigga Thugger off his last album. Um, Now I'm just waiting on J. Cole shit to come out, man. I'm just heavily anticipating this shit, man.
So aside from that, have you listened to any drops from 2026 so far? Or just you been chilling with the, you know, 2025 stuff?
I've been chilling with pretty much just the 2025 stuff, really.
Which is not a knock. I mean, some of the stuff is still fresh out the slate. So, I still, I listen to all that shit. I get it. I mean, January, it had a slow start, but niggas have been dropping music. The baby, he dropped the album. YB,
Well,
I
I
don't
was
know if
never
you,
really a fan of the baby for real. For real.
I don't know why because it's not like he has.
I mean, I don't have to. You don't have to be asked me not to be a fan. I'm just not a fan.
Okay, I was just asking. I don't know why, but he did drop an album. I listened to a little bit of it, and it sounded decent. So I'm gonna give it a couple more spins. Give another later rating or whatever. But it sounds solid. Um, who else dropped? Said Cole. Fuck, I forgot already. God damn. Um, my nigga Spitter, he dropped the project not too long ago. I fuck with that junk. Um, who else, man? I got a playlist for this shit. I can always just check it. Give me a sec, chat. What your boy been listening to, man? What your boy been listening to, man? The Sasuke have my brain kind of floating, goddamn it. It's like CTE, but it's healthier. Oh, ASAP Rocky. I ain't really listened to the album yet for sure.
I ain't really
Like,
listen to that either.
but I'm a fuck with it. It's been getting some good reviews. Got number 1 album, I think in rap, but still like got the number 1 album right now. So it's getting some good reviews. So I'm gonna fuck with it. I seen some good features. It got Sauce Walker on the song. So I got somebody else that's fire too. So I'm gonna fuck with that jump. I also got to tune in with this Don Toliver album. I've been highly anticipating that. I'm gonna tune in with that jump. I fuck with Don Toliver, so I thought he had a solid, very solid 2025. So I love to see how he follow up in 2026 with his own albums. Hopefully, got some bangers that's gonna be on the radio. I know they got a little it's like a Rock Your Body remake or something like that. But it's Don Toliver, style type shit. Cool. Pain, that's another album I was fucking with. The second part to the mixtape series. I forgot the name. I don't know. Like school type shit. He got some shit where he kind of like classic game, like.
Your shit broke up a little bit.
Uh, but yeah, the game jumps off. Uh, I ain't tuned into yet, so my bad, check, man. It's starting to snow, goddamn it. Well, a little bit. But yeah.
Y'all still there? Yo, yo.
Shit. Can you hear me? Anyone there? Well, fuck it. Hopefully, I am heard. We've been on this jump for 3 fucking hours anyway. I already know these niggas ain't got no good music. Guys, man, with the guys, man, if you still there, have you been listening to any notable music, or you just you've been the same duff? This nigga on mute, so hell, I don't know. Well, shit, yeah, man, it's been a nice little January. Again, I'm gonna tap in a little more with some of these albums. I just been getting a little, you know, little sample sounds here and there, so ain't really too much takes I can give on it quite yet. But I would say the Currency uh EP for sure. That junk go crazy. I fuck with damn near every song on there. Especially Lose Them. That shit is hey, that's classic spitter right there. So, you know. I damn sure hope this shit ain't breaking up. If it's breaking up, it is what it is. We can go ahead and get off of this soon. Do a couple more shout outs and then get on out of here. Um, for anybody, then you got a couple likes here and there. So, I sent a little like myself, but you got some likes on this junk. So for those have been passing by and send a little like, whoever you are, I appreciate the love and all that. We will try to do a couple little more lives here and there, especially with the NBA, you know, getting a little kicked into high gear and stuff like that. Couple college stuff and couple things. Probably better to do lives because scheduling kind of get a little conflicted, and then editing is a motherfucker. I'll tell you that. So the lives probably be a little more of a go to, but yeah, man, appreciate any type of love and support again. Like, subscribe if you fucking with us. Yeah, we'll appreciate anything. This is straight out the trap. None but yap. No type of cap though. Well, I ain't gonna say it'll be a little cap here and there. But, you know, all this for the free ski, you know, for the love of the game, love of the sport, you know. So we appreciate any type of love, any type of support, man. We just chopping up shit. And again, all this shit is free. So, you ain't gotta pay $1. Now, if we can activate super chats and stuff like that, probably put in our personal cash apps or whatever like that. And y'all want to donate a little little 5 ski, a 50 ski, whatever the case, we'll appreciate that too. More so of that is going to go into the pod if you send it to the pod. But yeah, man, we'll appreciate all that, and hopefully that'll be soon to come. But for now, we ain't focused on no type of income. We're just doing it for the love. So appreciate any love and support. Just want to say that. But yeah, man. Oh, here you go. All right, so the Currency album, well, not album, but EP. Everywhere you look, that junk is tough. Again, I fuck with first two tracks, chains on top of chains. It's too easy, 2 ounces. Um, evasive driving, that junk tough. You know, it's like 6 tracks, 7 tracks, but that junk tough, man. I fuck with it. Um, yeah, that's probably it for real. Oh, and J. Cole, can't wait to see the Fall Off album. It's been a little minute, and just a little quick synopsis of J. Cole. I am happy to see my dog back, getting in his bag, but just don't fold, my dog. Please do not fold this time. You're talking your talk, and you got the license to do that. As a rap fan, as a J. Cole fan, as someone that said you are the top three, even though I would say you kind of fell off of that ranking because of Future, and really you had a dissension with the whole beef that is a stain type shit. But if you coming back and you stand on business with your pen, I appreciate it. I like the sportsmanship. It's cool. And even just getting the elite music, that's good enough for me. So if my nigga Cole doing that, that's cool. Just don't defer, don't back down because you popping your shit again. And I just do not want to see you throwing rocks and hiding hands. But Cold World, I fuck with it. I'm happy to see that this album is finally starting to come back. I fuck with Might Delete Later, and I even fuck with the unreleased tracks that he dropped, a couple years ago, whatever. So it's good to see my nigga Cole back in the fold. Hopefully he don't fold. But yeah, shout out to Cole, man. I've been fucking with the freestyle junk. My favorite junk is the Golden Goose freestyle. That junk super tough. Um, solid project, man. 11 minutes with DJ Clue. It's cool, man. He popping his shit, so it's cool to see, man. Of course, waiting on Drake to drop his Iceman album. Can't wait to see how that go and how he stamped himself back in the game. And then, I'm pretty sure Kendrick in the cut somewhere because time is kind of flying. So, you know, I'll be excited to see how this rap shit formulate. Again, it's been a good little January, so we'll see how all that go. But that is it for that. I just early entertaining and hoop. It's been some good production, good play. Also check in with AU Hoops when that start. But yeah, tune in next time. I'm out here. And y'all be safe for those that gotta deal with this extra snow we finna get. It's been a lot of ice and shit. Take your time on the road, been a lot of slippage. So yeah, man. Peace and blessings. Much love as always. And may you hit on a parlay if you